like already, girl. Y'all, this is wild. This stream is gonna get... I love this shit. And I love the fucking remix that her and Molly did. Let me get that shit out. Let me get that shit out. How are y'all doing? I am back. And y'all see I fucking entitled this stream Mention It All on my Bethany Frankel shit. Bitch. I've had some conversations today. I can't get over it. Y'all know I love this shit. Y'all, this is my shit. Oh, girl. Bitch, we're gonna talk. We're gonna mention it all. Because some shit came up today after talking to one of my homies. This shit sounds bomb in the car too. Like if you blast your speakers and shit. Oh, thank y'all for the hearts. Thank y'all for the interactions. Bitch, we are going to get into it on this evening. I just had a phone call with one of my homies because I was like catching him up on everything, and low-key he's been kind of like looking out for me. Like I still have friends who like look out for me and shit, right? This stream might get messy. I have to be very careful in this stream. I'm not trying to be too whatever the tea is, but we're going to talk about my baby shower. We're going to talk about, hey, Mitsuri, girl, this is about to get scandalous. This stream is about to fucking scandalize. I just got off the phone, and I was catching my homie up because this girl at this rate. Girl, when I am telling you, okay, this is gonna be about my baby shower. This is gonna be about a little bit about the friend that I used to live with. This is also going to obviously include my fucking ex and his this man. I don't know. Ooh, messy, girl. I just have to make sure I am careful because I'm not trying to be on too much bullshit. Is the fucking fan on bullshit? Do I need to do the thing? Is this better or something? Was the fucking, cause like literally, and I don't want it to like shake. Okay, fan low, air off. Y'all know I love y'all when I be fucking turning my literal AC off and I just put it on fucking fan mode. Like, is it okay? No, it's fine. It's fine at the moment. It's okay. It's okay. Y'all can hear me. Y'all can hear me. Okay. Y'all can. Okay, bitch. I need to get y'all in on this tea. So, okay. Obviously, like, okay, I don't even know where to start, but I'm like, I'm gonna mention it all because you know what? We might as fucking well. And you know what? I'm gonna mention everything else, and I'm. Bitch, it's tough being all there is out here, man. It's tough being the queen of receipts. I low-key have forgotten how hard this job is. No, I'm playing. Cause this is how it is, being a queen of receipts, being a queen of the tea or whatever. Shit pop off, shit comes up, you gotta discuss it. Okay, you in the business of exposure, you in the business of exposing, mention it all. Like Bethany Frankel, bitch. Like y'all remember Off Housewives? She's on her Real Housewives of New York. And remember she fucking like trolled that girl. She was like, well then mention it all. Mention it all. And she like opened her legs up, girl. That's kind of like the vibe of this stream. Oh, she chose violence. No, because this is actually real shit. And the only reason I'm bringing this on my channel is because you guys have mentioned the same thing in the past. And I didn't entertain it. But now, because I've talked to another actual friend of mine, because of his concerns, we're going to need to discuss it. We're going to need to entertain it. We're going to need to review it. Okay? Because there may be some validation here. I don't care enough to like actually go digging and see what this tea is. But it involves like, you know, the girl who I used to live with, my baby shower, my ex, of course. You know, this is what this man. You know, I'm starting to feel a little bit bad for the frequency that's so fucking low because it's like, what the fuck? Okay, I don't know where to start. Okay, let me just start. Okay, obviously, you know, I still have like my other friends and stuff or whatever. I just do not post people on my channel like that anymore. I just cover their faces. You know, I'm all about my baby or whatever. But all of my friends that I've had, even since leaving my ex, even since leaving my ex-friend or whatever, I still have. They're just like more in the background instead of the foreground because of everything. And I am just like, because when I went through that whole period of like building up traumatized girly and everything, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to like live a more private life. Like, and you guys saw that, like, you know, I lived a more private life. I was building up traumatized girly. I wasn't really talking about anything like that because, you know, shit was real, but I also wanted to like redirect my focus. Right. So I've been on that shit for a good ass minute. But now I'm back because I'm, you know, I've integrated all the different sides of me. So there is a time and a place for absolutely everything. And like I said, when you're moving in truth, when you're moving in stillness and everything and all of that, like there's no wrong move. So this is fine or whatever. But obviously do understand, like when you guys mention how concerned you are for my child and I, you all are not the only ones. I have family that's concerned. I have friends, right? And even though like, you know, the guys that I'm dating and I'm just being out casually or whatever, like even like the paramedic, like he knows a bit about what's going on, but I try not to give him too many details or whatever because like I literally have a child. So my first things first is like to protect my baby. Like you guys will probably even notice like when I get ready for my date nights, when I'm getting ready to go out or whatever, those are nights that I don't have my baby, right? Which, duh, obviously, like, you know what I mean? There's like a time and a place and shit. Like, you know I've had, you know, my friend Marquise or whatever who helped me move or whatever, and me and him have always been cool. But like having random like men or whatever around my child, I've never been about that. However, do not think that you all are the only ones concerned for the well-being and safety of my child and I. This shit has very much not only pissed off my family, but it's pissed off a lot of my friends. And I still have quite a few guy friends who are like fucking irritated with my ex. And you know what I mean? Like, I'm one to keep it cool. I'm one to keep it casual. This is not a threat. No one is like coming at nobody's neck. But of course, there was information discussed today that I kind of want to bring to my platform and go over with you guys. And she chose Violet, yeah. And go over with you guys because I believe that it's honestly valid. And it's crazy because this came up. It's weird how like the topics of certain streams are coming back up again to be reviewed. You know what I mean? Like, I think that this is so like interesting, right? So, okay, let me tell you guys something. So, you know, one of my guy friends, and me and him have been friends. I know, like, when I talk about my friends, right? Because like, it's been a lot, but I do trust that not everybody is karmic. I do not have toxic relationships and friendships all around. All of my past friends aren't trash. It's just me personally, like, from a personal perspective, I am the one that wants to, you know, achieve bigger and better things and move forward. Hey girl, I've got some signal at the campground. I had to tune in. Oh, bitch, you want to listen to this? You want to listen to this? Because we're going to be talking about everything. Girl, I cannot believe you are out camping. Girl, I hope the wilderness can hang on. I send you strong Wi-Fi vibes. I send you strong signal. I send you peace and connection and absolutely no interruption with this frequency. Me and you are on the same frequency, my love. And I send it to you because you don't want to miss this. I know I'm taking a while to get into it, but I need to give you guys context and backstory. Okay, I have to, right? But yeah, girl. So, one of my guy friends or whatever, like, I still have friends who are looking out for me and like do trust. Mind you, I'm a public person. I have always been a public person for at least the last, like, about to be 10 years. My entire circle, from some shape, way, or form, has always been aware of this YouTube channel right here. From to some standpoint, from family to friends to everybody, just because of who I am. This is just what I chose. I mean, you know what I mean? You know, we've come a long way from how I used to be, but like, girl, like, this is who I am. And it's just crazy how it's all come full circle now. And now I'm just in my power on this channel, which is fucking, like, girl. I mean, honestly, Massachusetts me is okay. But I do have friends to where my ex's behavior is pissing them off and they're worried. Okay. For example, this guy friend of mine, he's been on the phone with me recently for my pickups and my drop-offs because of my ex crashing out so fucking hard. Like, the pediatrics is pretty much where a lot of people drew the line. And like, even he like hit me up and was like, yo, how have you been? Have you been okay? I've been seeing you like post shit about, you know, things getting wild and shit getting crazy with court and all of this. Like, are you okay? Like, are you good? Do you need me to like pull up so he can act right? And I'm like, it's really not that. I'm not really trying to get into all of that because that's a whole different fucking thing. I'm literally just trying to exchange my child. My ex being a fucking crash out, that's really not anything. But people are pissed off. And my family's pissed because, you know, with them, like, you know, working, obviously, like, you know, and, you know, working outside the house and everything like that, and like being gone and stuff like that, like, I've been the one that's kind of been tending to things, right? Because that's just the role I've taken. Like, I don't only work remotely to look after my child. I very much am like looking after this crib, and now I'm getting ready to sell it or whatever. Like, y'all know we talked about it in the in other streams or whatever. So, and I've kind of just taken on that role, you know what I mean? And I don't mind it because a lot gets done around here. I keep it nice, I keep it clean, keep it cute. Okay. You know, I meet with the, you know, appraisers or people who want to do work or stuff like that. I'm the one that takes care of that stuff, right? Because I'm here, right? So it's just, it's flexible. And because I'm very heavily invested in this home, that's just my role. But my family is pissed because, you know, they're not able to come with me to exchanges as much. You guys know that my dad is even like over and done being a liaison because my ex is such a fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? So it's like, and I mean, who wants to deal with someone who's so insulting? But like, do trust that like my friends are pissed. Okay. So, my guy friend, him and I were on the phone for like 2.5 hours today. Like we were on the phone for like 2.5 hours talking about everything. And we discussed about everything. He's like, yo, I've heard that shit is like crazy with court. Like what is going on? Like bop, bop, bop. Then he's like, what the fuck is dude's problem? He's like, what the fuck is he doing to little man? Because this shit is bogus. Da, 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 da. And I'm like, I know. I just want to exchange my baby in peace. He showed up fucking reeking of cigarettes, you know, one day. Then he fucking... Okay, the same day that he crashed out about the fucking booties or whatever. OMG girl, did you hear about... Who's that? That name sounds familiar. Did you hear about her? Lynn? She used to be in my community years ago, I think. Girl, what's going on this evening? No, I haven't heard anything, baby. I don't do the Twitter. I don't do the other channels. Girl, my life is keeping me busy. And this is still pertaining to my ex. She passed away? Oh, Lord Jesus, have mercy. Well, let the lady rest in peace. Let her rest in peace. I know that she dealt with oh girl, OMG RIP, yeah. May her soul rest in peace. I release all limitations and because I believe me and her did have a bit of like bad blood or whatever, but I'm not even pressed. She was in your community, so I had to tell you. I do vaguely remember her. You know, may she rest in peace, child. That is awful. Y'all be careful out here, child. Like, y'all, for real, be okay. That community has gotten fucking insane. I'm so sorry. May she rest in peace. May she be well. I wish her the best. And I wish her loved ones the best. She also had babies. Okay, she was a mama. All right. So may her children be all right. Okay. I know she dealt with health stuff. I think she was dealing with stomach stuff all the time or whatever. But then that was years ago. I don't know what all has changed. I haven't, you know, I was serious when I got pregnant and when I moved home. I was so serious. Oh God, no. Her kids. Yeah, she was a mama. She's a mama. So, may she rest. May her babies be okay and safe. And may everything be all right. I don't know, like y'all, I really like with that community, like I'm dead ass, like I have fallen off. You know what I mean? Even the girl who I used to be close with, who I used to be friends with, it's been about 2 years. I don't fucking know. And I don't be having time to, and I know that you guys mean well, and I'm not trying to come at you, but like, bro, I'm dead ass lost. I am not as plugged in, especially with that side of the internet for many reasons. And I haven't been for many reasons. And also at this point in time in my life, because I'm here to expose just one person and one person only, I know I'm so worried about the babies. Yeah, that's awful. You know, children never deserve anything like that. You know what I'm saying? That's, you know, where my first mind goes. But like, girl, you know, my ex is keeping me busy, and my real life is keeping me quite busy. So I'm just going to continue where I left off at so I can get into this, because I got a girl at the campground. I think Vivian is at the campground right here, like trying to fucking get a signal so she can listen to this shit. So let me pertain to the rest of what I'm saying. But thank you for letting me know. May Lynn rest in peace, and I wish her and her family the absolute best. And I release all you know, negative cords and ties, and I just wish her the best with her frequency. And may she rest in peace. And I wish love and healing and safety and abundance upon her children. And then we release that and we say, thank you, Lord. Okay, amen. All right. So, my friends are pissed off in regards to my ex and everything. And so, during exchanges, I've been like on the phone, with, this guy friend, because like low key, he's been looking out for me. And like a lot of my friends have been telling me like, girl, just text me, just call me when you're doing the drop offs. Like even if you're by yourself, because that way, if he lashes out at you or he wants to crash out on you, you can like catch him in real time, because we're here for you. Like my friends are like down to be witnesses and all that stuff. It hasn't gotten to the point to where I need to include witnesses in this case yet. I don't think it's gotten to that point yet, but like my friends, like everybody's pissed because, of everything that my ex has done or whatever. So like I've been on the phone with him and everything, but like he's obviously seen, some of the shit on my channel, and obviously like I've been posting like hours worth of content and everything. Sorry to be off topic. I've been a silent subscriber for a few years. It's good to see you, Callie. Hey, Ariel, baby. Thank you for watching and thank you for listening, babe. And all my silent viewers, I love when you guys speak up. Thank you. I love y'all. The free spirits are always representing. Thank you so much, baby. Y'all are sweet. Okay, let me hurry up and tell y'all, because this ain't even got shit to do with shit. I just have to give you guys context of what's going on. Let's call the homie that I've been on the phone with and everything, the homie who I talked to today, let's just call him B, okay? Let's just call him B, right? So B, fucking told me, like, B told me all the tea. B, like, and I were talking, and me and B have been friends since like literal high school, and love you too. Oh, thank you, baby, and thank you for still being here, honey. So me and B like have been friends like since high school, like literal high school or whatever, and he's actually been a decent friend or whatever. There might be some tea. I don't know how much tea I'm gonna get into tonight. I'm getting exhausted. I'm getting exhausted. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just like, damn. But he's been seeing my channel pop off, and he's like, yo, what the fuck been going on? And da-da-da-da, like, are you good? And like, what is dude's issue? And why the fuck is he doing this? And what is he doing to little man? And why does he want to like not let you have, little man? And what the fuck is he saying? And da-da-da-da. And I'm like, I know. And then he's like, and why is he talking about your family's house like that? And da-da-da-da. And like, didn't he meet your grandma? And I'm like, I know. I know. Like, I get it. So he's been on the phone with me during my exchanges so he can like hear if my ex like crashes out and stuff. Now if I fall asleep to your voice, don't mind me. It's okay, baby. And if my voice is like soothing to y'all, I appreciate you. It's just a girl. I might crack up laughing and tell y'all more tea because this is crazy. Let me get my mind and keep focusing. I love you guys so much. I love engaging with y'all so fucking much. Beat your grandma. No, my ex. No. Meet my grandma. Meet. He's like, didn't he meet your grandma? He did not beat my grandmother. Child. No. My ex has pulled a lot, but he ain't pulled that. No. Oh, I got scared. Bitch, no. Look, my ex is a lot of things, but lie on him, I could never, okay? All right, he a lot of things, all right? So, he's a lot of things. He's a very low frequency. He's very low in his consciousness, but child, beat my grandma, he did not. Running around here talking to YouTube channels, he is not. Okay, honey? And it's just of who I know him as. All right. Oh, I got scared. Not your grandma. Beating grandma is insanity. No. Bitch, that man beat my grandma, bitch. bitch, who would be, bitch, them criminal charges would have been extended. Okay, he's a lot of things, but lie on him, I can't, okay? I can't. I mean, I don't have to, his behavior, all right? But, child, let me just, he did not beat my grandmother, bitch. Not me laughing with you. I fucking love your laugh, dude. I love you too, Ariel. Girl, girl, no, meet my grandma, okay? So people are pissed, all right? So people are pissed. Missouri, girl. No. No. Okay. All right. No, honey. All right. So let's clear that up. But I was talking to my homie. Hey, girl. Hey, love bug boo. I said, not your grandma. Bitch, I'm sorry. Bitch, I'm sorry. I need to make this side joke real quick. I need to make this. Bitch, can you imagine that this man really sent this guardian and light him this damn channel? Like, can you imagine being the fucking guardian trying to do your damn job? And here comes my unhinged ex trying to act like he's exposing me by sending like all my YouTube channel and like my videos. And then it's like you click in. And I don't know how that man must perceive this shit. It's just, I'm like, he not gonna care about a bunch of girls spilling tea. Like, not the channel guardian. Like, can you imagine him sitting there and him trying to get some facts? Wait, so we beat the grandmother. Wait. Okay, no, he didn't do it. All right. Wait, but he did withhold the baby. All right, but then it's like, but he's not talking to Drama Chat. Okay, but he is doing that. I feel like this would piss somebody off. This man sent my shit. I bet you it pisses him off. He probably like, what's that meme face? That meme face of the guy at the desk. Like this was supposed to help me how, bitch. He probably on the phone with my ex right now. Don't send me no more shit of that girl. It's just a whole lot of women in there talking about girls and wigs. I think somebody got beat. I'm not sure. You know, I know that you did do this, though. She does show some receipts. Half of them are blacked out, though. So what the fuck? Don't do this shit again. Watch they giggling on this live, the guardian of free spirit. They be laughing right with you saying, girl, next time you meet. I'm just sitting here like, dude, this is the worst thing you could have did, bro. That man is gonna sit up there pissed off. Like he gonna sit up here, he gonna like, I clocked all the way in for this. Like, for this. Oh. Girl. But okay, let's get serious. Let's get serious, okay? Let's get real. Let's get serious, okay? So, where did I leave off? Okay, so my friends are pissed. So, okay. I talked to my friend B, and me and him talked on the phone for like 2.5 hours. And I love you guys so much for the laugh reacts. Thank you guys. Y'all are cracking up. I'm just sitting here thinking about the guardian. I'm like, bitch, because if I was him, I'd be actually mad as shit. It's like, damn, okay, at first you were sending me, you know, these videos are like 20 minutes long, maybe 30 minutes long. And he probably sitting here like, damn, she be going live for like 3 hours? Like, the man has a life, okay? He has a life, all right? Our tea and our bullshit is not his only tea and bullshit. Like, he has a job to do, okay? He don't have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's not tapped in like that to be watching me all day long, all night, all evening. Like, girl. He like, I can't be, I ain't watching all that. It's like the I ain't reading all that, but I ain't watching all that, right? Like, girl. But no, seriously. So my friend is like pissed off, and he told me, he was like, yo, so I also caught him up about the friend I used to live with. Serious face every time, girl. Can you imagine? He clicking in. All right, okay, I'll watch the video. Like, like, let's watch the video. I clocked in for this shit. Like, girl, can you imagine? But hey, girl, hey, shit, whoever's watching, I don't care. I'm here. I'm all there is. Okay, all right. I'm, you know, Callie, Life of a Free Spirit. This is who I am. This is Queen of Receipts. This is all there is. All right. Period. You know, should have never fucked with me. I just be over here in my frequency. Okay. All right. But okay. How fucking far is it? Okay, 30 minutes in. Okay, not that bad. Okay, we can still get into the tea. So yeah, me and B were talking today, and he's been looking out for me, and I really appreciate him. And you know, he was catching up with everything, and he was asking me like how I'm doing and everything. And he was like, yo, I'm just trying to make sure you're good, like bop 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 T, like, you know, what even happened with like, oh, girl you used to live with, because, you know, and I will admit, so okay, we're gonna get into it. The CPS worker, the girl who I used to live with, girly pop, I am literally holding my phone up laughing so I can have signal and listen to all of this. I can't stop cackling, and it's quiet time. No. You laughing about the Guardian possibly watching my shit and being like, all right, like, can you imagine my ex is spiraling? I promise you she's on bullshit on her channel. And this man is like, it's just a bunch of women saying girl and talking about tea and receipts and wigs. And occasionally the baby that she takes care of. Like, what? To have signal, not the signal. Girl, that's my girl. She at a campground trying to fucking survive right now, bro. So I need to hurry up and get into the details so she don't drop the signal and I don't drop the tea, bitch, because who know when she gonna be able to catch up. So let me be considerate. Bitch. Okay. I love you guys. I love y'all so much. Okay, but bitch, okay, for real. So, okay, remember the girl who I used to live with, the CPS worker, right? We are in it together, Vivian, because I'm trying to hold in my laughs. Girl, I know her arm is dying. Your giggling gives me life. I love you guys. I love giggling with y'all. We just be kikiing for the tea, girl. We just here with the women, with the girlies. I love this shit. Like, this is just how I catch y'all up. Okay, all right. So I'm talking on the phone with my friend B. And so y'all remember the CPS worker, like the girl who I used to be friends with. So now shit's coming out. And I will say this, my friend B, like, I did have people warn me about her. I have always been the type of friend that a man out of his element with a bunch of girls popping off. I know. The girl, like, my ex is spiraling. I swear she's on bullshit. She's fucking da, 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 da. And then he clicks in and just sees, like, this is not what they look for. Whatever. My ex is just gonna have to learn that shit the hard way. Let him learn the hard way. Whatever. Let him enjoy his frequency. But this is gonna have to do with my ex, and I want y'all's opinions. Okay, I need y'all's opinions because y'all said some shit earlier, and you said our safe space for real. Oh, I'm happy y'all feel like this is a safe space. Yes, I'm always a safe space for the girlies. Okay, so we were talking about my ex-friend, and yes, I did have people warn. I know, in the past, I've always been this way. When people warn me about people who I'm friends with or even date or whatever, I don't fucking listen because I use my own personal judgment, right? You know, I use my own personal judgment, and I just, or lack thereof, and I just go willy-nilly about it, right? The problem in the past is I've lacked a lot of discernment because I didn't have any, right? Because I've never worked on myself as much as I have now. And so now it's like I have a lot more wisdom and discernment and ability to kind of like separate and things like that. I was always getting there to that place, but being there successfully and steadily and consistently, I'm there now, right? So when people used to tell me about my friend, who was like the CPS worker and everything, like how I laid the wig down on this evening, my little thing, it was like, getting tight, and that's how I know my glue is dry. But yeah, so when people told me about her, I never cared. Plus, to me, she was like one of my most like loyal friends. Like, to me, she was always reliable. I really liked how, down she would be. Now, mind you, yes, she was one of my party friends. We met at like a mutual job that we worked at, and all of these things and whatever else. And see, this is kind of my problem. When I've made friends, right, I have, you know how they say you have work friends, you have friends you grew up with, and then you have friends who are just like your lifetime friends, regardless of where you go. I actually never kept that distance between my friends. I've always been a person that blended everybody with everybody because I've always seen everybody as equal. And sometimes too, that's where I have fucked up, right? So, Lade, your confidence is inspiring. Oh, thank you. Oh, is that the man? That man is back in my chat. Boy, you better behave, child. For real. All right. Seriously, don't be flirting too much. This lady's face, okay? But that's another thing. Can you imagine the Guardian being a man? Can I keep kicking all the men out? Okay, that's a whole other thing. That's a whole other thing. That's a whole nother thing. That's a whole side quest. Not the man, girl. Get the man out, child. Girl, the girls are talking on this evening. But fucking men, right. But like, seriously, so her and I, like, whatever. And I never really judged her like that. Yeah, she's gone through her shit, but everybody has whatever. But once again, I didn't really start seeing different sides of her until I lived with her. And my homie told me, because I caught him up because he was like, yo, what all happened over there? Mind you, my homie B, she didn't like him either. They had a mutual automatic dislike for each other. And you know something too? Okay, we can get real tearful. This is what I'm talking about. Like, we mentioned it all. Because all of this is connected. So my friend B, he doesn't mind if his name is mentioned and all of that. And he's been my friend forever. Okay. So just like how him and my ex-friend had a mutual dislike for each other, even though they never really knew about each other. The thing is, he always told me that he felt like she was like jealous of me and like, all of these things. I never felt that way. I have a really bad, or I used to, I have a really bad lack of discernment for when people are jealous of me because I don't perceive that, like, because I'm not a person that operates in jealousy, right? So I don't always recognize that frequency. And that's been a place where I've gone wrong. So like, I never clocked it, but she never liked him because she was like, oh, he be acting too close to you and he be doing that. But mind you, she was another one of like those like selfish, like, girlfriends, like best friends, like, more selfish and possessive of me, which sometimes can be a good thing, but sometimes it can also be a bad thing, especially when conflicting in a group. My ex had an issue with B right off the bat too. Right off the bat, my ex had an issue with B. OMG, I just remembered, did you get your feet done? I forgot to ask, and you better have. No, girl, I didn't go. I'm gonna just go this weekend because I'm gonna have my date pay for it. Oh God, hope he don't ask for feet pics. Ooh, child, no. No, I'm gonna get my feet done this weekend. I'm probably gonna go. If I don't go tomorrow, I'm definitely gonna go on Sunday, and I'm just gonna have one of the dudes I'm dating pay because I don't want to pay for it. I'm gonna just have him treat me because I'm supposed to be going on a date this weekend anyway. I'm gonna date on one of my other dudes or whatever, but bitch, my life. Are you not entertained, bitch? Like, seriously, bitch. I don't know where we're at. But okay, my ex never liked B. And it's weird because B came to my baby shower. Now, if you want to know some tea, I have a receipt of my ex never liking B and talking shit about him. You guys remember the video? Which video was it? You guys remember the video that I posted? Which video was it? The video where I called my ex spiritually bankrupt and shit. Oh yeah, the one about to my child's father, you will not distort the truth. The receipts pile up, bitch. I literally have active receipts. And you like, hey girl, get it how you live, baby, period. Make these men pay for you, seriously. If they're into you, if they want to like be with you, they should be able to invest in you because they have to be able to invest in your upkeep and all of that if they're truly invested in you. So period. Have these men pay. Shit, you want my time? Pay for my shit. The fuck? You know, and don't bitch about it either, because that's a good way to get blocked and left. But on a different note, what the fuck? Okay, you guys know in the one where I'm like, to my child's father, you will not distort the truth, right? Do you guys remember the clip in that video where it's like that argument between him and I, and he's like self-admittedly, you know, admitting to being drunk and all of that? That is actually a fucking 2-minute clip. I clipped it, one, not to fucking like reveal the name of my friend who I just got off the phone with, and two, not to reveal too much information, and three, bitch, I was having bleeding. I know, always, I know. I don't want the bleeding to be a meme on this fucking channel, but like I was having bleeding and I was pregnant arguing with him and I needed to go to the hospital and he was fucking drunk. That's why we were arguing about him being drunk, because I'm like, oh my God, here I am having bleeding and you're fucking drunk. And he's like, come on, let's just go. You're drunk. You're willing to drive drunk to a hospital? Like, are you not well? And that would piss me off because that's a whole risk, right? But in that video, in the early clip, my ex had a really bad habit of whenever he would get super drunk sometimes, and this would always happen. Now, this is where shit's about to get really interesting. And this is something that I never entertained, but I'm willing to mention it all and entertain it now just for fuck's sake. Okay, just for shits and giggles. That's so dangerous. Right, wanting to drive drunk. Meme like how the camera used to always fall. Oh my God, girl, like almost like that. It's just like the bleeding, like, you know, because I had a whole thing in April or whatever where I was bleeding and all that stuff and shit. Oh, get drunk and it all fell apart. Yeah, pretty much that's how it would be. Always. But yeah, like he always had a really bad habit. I will never forget when I wanted to break up with him, because we got into it, and this is like around the time when we had like first started dating. I had wanted to fucking break up with him because you know, I've always had my life, and like this was around the time when I first got my job, I think. Remember I told y'all when I had moved back home, I had got me like a little cute job downtown and all that shit. And like I would work like the afternoon into the night shift. So sometimes I'm not getting off work till like literally 11, 12 o'clock at night, bro. And of course, when I'm off work, even though I'm looking all good and I want to do my thing, girl, I just want to chill. But I would always make sure I would be on the phone with him and like, you know, talk to him before I went to bed and shit like that or whatever, because obviously that's the guy I'm dating, that's the dude I'm with, who else I'm gonna talk to, you know what I mean? So like I would always check in, and I will never fucking forget where because what I used to do, I would go down into like the lobby of like the downstairs or whatever, because it was like super cute down there and shit. I would go to like the lobby of like the downstairs area because it was like so done up, so nice, and they had like a little office area that was like 24/7. You just go in there, whatever, and it was like so cute. So I would go in there, and I would like talk to him sometimes and shit or whatever, just to like get space or whatever, just chill and all that. And I remember when I changed into my PJs, and I guess I took a little bit of a while getting back to him, and my ex like would accuse me of cheating. He used to have a very horrible habit of accusing me of cheating. Bitch, the clip that I have of him, the same one to where he's being a fucking self-admitted drunk, he's fucking accusing me of cheating with my friend B. And me and B have been friends for fucking over 20 years. Yeah, I've known him longer than my ex, but why the fuck are you so intimidated? That shit would piss me off. And I know what they say. I do know what they say. They do say that men who accuse their women of cheating, either they're heavily insecure or they're cheating too. Well, let's just get into some tea. Okay, so let's just get into it, because now we just about to like... this is about to be a messy stream. And I'm gonna just say allegedly. But like low key, when I talked to my friend, he made a lot of sense. Roof content was iconic. Yes, when I would be on the roof. Yes. OMG, the roof content. Yes. 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 Oh my God, you guys remember? I love y'all so much, but bitch, I would do a live stream from anywhere, bitch. Don't try me, bitch. Don't try me, bitch. I will go live, bitch. You know what? If I ever do one of them things where I go to space, bitch, I'ma fire me up a live stream and be like, look, bitch, now we going in space. I'm exposing space with receipts. Okay. But yeah, so he would always accuse me of cheating with my friend B, and I never made sense of that. But okay, so B told me about some shit, and it was crazy because like me and him were talking about old girl, like the CPS worker and all this shit. Like we were talking about her and all this shit. And then he was like, yo, you know why he always came at you about me, right? Like, you do know that, right? And I'm like, no, he's always coming at me about some of everybody, right? And take it from somebody whose father was a serial cheater. They always accused of cheating. Ooh, just in the relationship. Don't fuel your ego. Ooh, and it doesn't make sense to me because you're so gorgeous. Ooh, we exposing, wigs and zero gravity. Ooh, see? So when they be projecting the cheating shit, it's because they're cheating. Okay, well, listen to this. Listen to this. And thank you, baby, for calling me gorgeous. We all know men will cheat and sleep and do anything, and they all lie, and they're all garbage, okay? So it's like, girl, yeah, like, you could be as gorgeous as ever, and they will literally go and, like, fucking... I mean, did y'all hear about the whole thing that happened that one Thanksgiving? The men was caught with them turkeys. Absolutely gross, okay? All right. But thank you so much, baby, for saying that I'm gorgeous. And thank you. I really appreciate the compliment. And yeah. So, okay. My homie was like, you know why he's tripping about me, right? And I'm like, why? He's like, because your dad gave me a shout out at your baby shower. And he was like, when I looked over, you know, at your ex or whatever, he ain't like that shit, because your dad like singled me out and like shouted me out as like the person to always look out for you and have your back, because I always have, and I have for so long. And so like that was like, you know, your dad like kind of like from a man to another man, you know, appreciating that. And I'm like, well, I mean, you have always been there. I mean, you know, and even though I was with my ex, and I guess my ex and my dad were cool, but no, because my ex just like fucking like, I mean, we see he's lost his ever-loving mind, so that's just where he's at in his frequency. So who knows how, like, I don't think anything with my ex was genuine. I don't, especially after all this shit that he's chosen. It's just, no, like none of that was real. I'd be kind of dumb to reminisce that, but then again, it's like, this is something that I've cut cords with and let go, right? So my homie was like, yo, you know how he did that? Because like your dad like shutted me out or whatever. Nah. And then he's like, I'm gonna tell you something else too. He asked me, he's like, what is the deal? What was the deal between your ex and Kay? Okay, my ex friend who I used to be friends with, we're just gonna call her Kay. Did he ever no. happened? Girl, they caught them men on the Butterball turkey farm screwing around with the damn turkeys. And remember when the Butterballs was like off limits? Because the men just couldn't control their damn selves? So, it's like, you remember that? Girl, and then the turkeys was off the market, and everybody loves Butterball. And here are the men losing their damn minds because that's just what they do. Okay. OMG, I remember that. What? Girl, you ain't hear about that shit Thanksgiving? With the Butterball farm, the men was over there screwing around with the turkeys, bitch. Girl, men are gross. Like, absolutely disgusting. We made chicken. Bitch, you better off. You're better off. Girl, so okay, so then my homie B was like, yo, so what's the deal between your ex and Kay, right? And I was like, what do you mean? What's the deal between them? He's like, because she was on shit at your baby shower. And I was like, on shit? Because, like, okay, mind you, I'm pregnant. I'm literally fucking pregnant at this fucking baby shower, right? And all my women who've been pregnant before, you know how our brains, like, slow down. You know how our minds, bitch, we are focused on one thing and one thing only, and that is literally basic survival for our baby and I, right? So, you know, we just want to eat. Like, for me, I had that fucking morning sickness all the way through. I was like 6.5 months. So I just wanted to eat and keep food down. And mommy brain, yes. So I just wanted to keep my food down. Even though I had cooked a bit for my baby shower and then we catered the rest of the food or whatever, I still cooked. Like, I made my macaroni and cheese, I made my greens, and I made cornbread. Okay, because period. And so I'm already cooking, I'm getting ready. But like, when you're pregnant, like, literally life, your brain slows down. Like, you're tired. You know what I mean? Walking and shit is kind of like a thing. And like, you know, even when you move from around to around, you just want to sit and rest and lay and have you some water and go to bed, child. Okay. So, you know, even though I was kind of all over the house and I was like very active and everything, like, I wasn't, and I'm not like this anyway. Like, to be honest, like, I have become more vigilant of like my surroundings and stuff, especially with people, but I've always kind of lacked that too. Like, I don't really be paying attention to like what be going on around me or whatever, especially if I'm around a bunch of friends and family. Like, what is there to focus on? What is there to care about? Right? Like, I'm with all the people who I love and trust, right? Ooh, tea, okay? So, you know, I would be in and out of the house and everything, taking care of shit or whatever, and just like, you know, so my mind is not there. And so my homie B was telling me that about shit that would go down when I wouldn't be outside. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And so then he was like, yo, what is good with your ex and Kay? Because, you know, Kay keeps going up to him and asking him for shit and like being in his face a lot. And it seems like she wants a lot of attention. Okay. And I was like, I don't really think that there's anything there. Like, I'm like, I did have him look out for her when I moved to Mass because she was going through some shit with a roommate or whatever. And her roommate got violent with her. And because my ex is like the most, at the time, you know, the most stand-up guy I knew, you know, I was right a part of that hierarchy. I felt right a part of it, you know. I'm like, he was the most stand-up person I knew. I'm like, I'd rather him look out for her because if shit were to pop off, he's not the dude to mess with. And I always knew that. So I had him look out for her when I moved to Mass. And mind you, these people were just friends at the time, right? So like, you know, they kicked it a little bit. But then I think that like Kay got mad at him because 4th of July, when they were chilling, they were popping off fireworks and she got hit with the firework, like it blew up all on her and scarred her and shit. And, you know, she was upset and she felt like, you know, my ex didn't really care when the firework blew up and hit her. And I'm like, well, I wasn't even there for that. Do y'all hear this bullshit? Like, girl, this is I'm hearing myself speak and I'm just like, really, bitch? No wonder we can't wait to go to school. Like this is this what the fuck I used to hang out with? Oh God, the baby brain. I still haven't recovered. Girl, yes. Girl, I'm just sitting here hearing myself talk, and I'm just like, these are the motherfuckers who I fucking call friends. Jesus Christ. Fireworks, girl. Yes. Literal fireworks. They hung out one fucking yes. Actual fireworks, bitch. And they were hanging out one 4th of July, and fucking the fireworks blew up on her, and she got all pissed off, and she felt like my ex didn't care enough. And then that was a whole thing. And I told him to apologize to her, and I guess they talked about it or whatever. And I guess they worked that shit out. I don't really know. But then it's like, remember, like, okay, I wasn't there, so I don't fucking know, girl. Like, I'm just trying to be a friend to these people. Like, I don't fucking know, girl. Bitch, I can't wait. Bitch, I can't wait to start school. Bitch, give me a whole new life, okay? Whole fresh new slate, bitch. I'm over it. But yeah, they sound like kids. I know, girl. Girl, I don't know what the fuck. I don't know, child. Forgive the frequency. Seriously, forgive it. When I used to operate in the lower frequency, forgive it, okay? Seriously, child. But so that was like a whole thing, and I told B about it, and I'm like, it's never been a thing. He's like, because he and B was like, nah, because she was all up in that, nigga's face or whatever, trying to get his attention and shit. And she kept like asking him for stuff. Mind you, like she would want to chill with us, and then tonight she had a big old bump on her lip, and we're like, nah, hell no, because that shit looks sus. And I don't even remember her having a bump on her lip, to be honest. Like my brain was not even there. I was lucky just to open up the damn baby shower gifts. Okay, my brain was not there. Like, you know what I mean? But girl, I fucking can't. So then he's like, she's all up in his face and all of this. And mind you, remember I told you at my baby shower, the friend who was a CPS worker and shit, you're on the highest frequency, so down to earth, so refreshing. Thank you. Not the bump, girl. I know, child. I know, baby. Girl, this is so fucking, like I said, this is gonna be a messy stream. Y'all might need a chart. I'm trying to give y'all the chart. But mind you, I do remember, the biggest thing I remember at my baby shower was when she ended up, getting into it with her situationship, because her situationship, okay, y'all tell me, if you're in a situationship, is this cheating? Is it cheating when your situationship sleeps with their baby mama? I know. The bump. Oh, girl. Oh, that's deep, messy though. This is ghetto. This is ghetto. This is ghetto, bitch. This is so fucking ghetto. But is it cheating? Because I don't understand how this works. Because when when I would tell her, I was like, well, because I would actually ask her, I was like, well, is that even cheating though? Because if you guys aren't official, then technically he's not cheating. And like, if you don't want to be official with him, he's technically not doing anything wrong. And if that's his baby mama, like, that's his baby mama, like, or whatever. Like, damn. God, this is ghetto. I feel a mess just coming on here talking about this shit. I feel a mess. I'm just like, these are the people who I used to hang out with. I don't even know how to approach that question. Wait, I know about the situationship. I know the situationship wasn't at the baby shower. No, her situationship was not at the baby shower. He was supposed to come to my baby shower, but he ended up cheating on her while she was at my baby shower without him with his baby mama. This is so fucking ghetto. I'm so angry. I'm so angry. No wonder I couldn't wait to just fucking throw these goddamn people in the fucking garbage where they fucking belong. Jesus. Man. Mind you, I'm pregnant. I'm fucking pregnant. And I got this bitch crashing out, talking about, he just cheated on me, and he always tries to go back to his baby mama, and da-da-da-da-da. And I told him to stop seeing that bitch, and I said, da-da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, but technically y'all aren't together. And like, she gets so mad at me when I would say that. I don't know how that works. Hey, I know that I haven't had the best past with guys, but I've always been chosen, okay? I've always been chosen. I've always had me a ring. I've always had some level of commitment. I've never been no dude's side bitch. I've never been no dude's situationship or anything. Sometimes I have suspected of cheating, but as far as my actual knowledge, like to my face, I've only been cheated on once. Okay, all right, and that's already 10 years ago, okay? I'm not trying to brag, I just don't know what that's like. I'm a relationship girly, like, you know what I mean? Even right now, in my frequency, like in my era, I am just now dating guys and taking my time to get to know men and using a completely different, you know, strategy and lifestyle when dating guys, because I've always rushed into relationships way too fast. I literally, like, even ever since high school, because you guys know, like, Marquise was like my first boyfriend, and like in high school, me and him, we met freshman year. I was immediately his girlfriend after like a few months. I have always known commitment. So excuse me, like, excuse, you know what I mean? I don't know about situationships or, like shit like that. Bitch, I don't even know if I've done like one night stands like that. Because even when I've hooked up with guys, they still want to like talk to me and like, you know, be with me and all that shit and like have some type of relationship. So I just don't, and I'm not bragging because obviously I don't have much to brag on, but like that's just not my expertise level. So like she would get so pissed off at me when I'm like, well, technically y'all aren't together. And I'm not saying it to be shady or mean. I'm just like, I don't know what the problem is. Because if I'm hearing about another nigga going and fucking somebody else or wherever the fuck else, I'm like, well, I'm gonna leave. Team baby mama, no! Not team baby mama. Legit, baby mama wants him. He willing, take him. I mean, they wasn't together, so you right. I mean, girl, let the baby mama have him. Like, girl, what in the world? Girl, but isn't it not cheating though? Team baby mama, girl, not team baby mama. But she had like a whole meltdown about him sleeping with his baby mama when at my baby shower. Oh, not at my baby shower. Lord Jesus, have mercy with the frequency. But like sleeping with the baby mama wait, this is so ghetto. I hate these people. No, I don't. I don't hate them. I don't hate them. I release them with love. But like, I just, this shit is messy. At the baby shower. Not at the baby shower, bitch. Not at the baby shower. While she was at... No! While she was at the baby shower. And... Jesus! Sounds like my cousin who had a tummy ache at the birth of my son. People always just trying to one up their mess. Girl, that was so wild. Baby shower. Bitch, I couldn't deal. And then my ex kept on talking about how he couldn't wait to get out. I hate this shit so much. Why? Bitch, because it was already back there. Bitch, my ex spent the whole night and the whole day. I can't stand this shit. I thank God that I left. I'm blessed that I'm gone, man. Hey, I'm blessed by the Most High. Seriously, I'm protected. Because, like, okay, all of this chaos is going on at my beautiful baby shower that I can fucking barely remember because I had mommy brain. And I'm sitting here talking to the homie, trying to get caught up through the homie about everything that happened and shit. And then, bitch, okay, so I had her, you know, I had Kay breaking down and shit or whatever, talking about how her dude cheated on her and shit with the baby mama or whatever. And I'm just like, I don't really know if that's cheating. And then, mind you, I guess my homie B and my ex kind of having like a silent like thing going on, because I guess my dad shouted out B and my ex didn't like that because he wanted to be man of the year. But I mean, of course he does, because he wants to be dad of the year. And that's just not the frequency. But then it's like also too, the whole time, even during the baby shower, even while I'm cooking, even while I'm trying to be in and out the house, my ex is like, man, I can't wait to get fucked up. Man, once it turns 6 o'clock, I'm getting drunk. Get the family up out of here. I'm getting fucking drunk. I got my bottles. I fucking hate it. I hate it. And she spent the whole night. I remember the night before the baby shower. Man, tomorrow I really can't wait to... I wish I was lying. I wish I was fucking lying. Like, that's what I'm saying. I don't have to lie on my ex. I don't have to lie on this man. I don't have to lie on this man. Oh, taking a sip for the messy baby shower. No. The whole night before, he talking about how he can't wait to get drunk, he can't wait to get fucked up, and he can't wait to get the family up out of there so he can get fucked up. And once 6 o'clock come, he gonna get drunk. And no. And I like, I'm fucking pregnant. I'm fucking pregnant, right? That man, girl. All this chaos going on, and this fucking nigga is up here. All I know is I can't wait to get drunk. It's like I fucking... can you fucking think about anything else? I just told you about old girl crashing out about her fucking, you know, situationship, cheating on her. I don't even know what the tea is, whatever. And he's like, all I know is I can't wait to get drunk tonight. That sound crazy, but I'm getting fucked up tonight. And I'm just like, this motherfucker gonna fucking... like, wring your neck, dude. Like... So, bitch, excuse me if I don't remember my... Meanwhile, and then what was I doing on social media? What was I doing on social media? You guys saw my baby shower pictures. I'm just like, everything's fine. Like, I refuse to live in that frequency any longer. Me, all pretty, just like, okay, I'm just gonna sit here and live for my moment. Everything's perfectly fine. Like, I'm pregnant and pretty. Because that's all I knew how to do. That's all I knew how to fucking do. I never wanted to expose him. But y'all know that if I get to the level, that's how you know I'm done with you, dead ass. I don't care what happens to you. I don't give a fuck. Like, if I get to this level with you on my channel, and there are people who I didn't even take it this far with, like that girl who I used to be friends with, right, online, I will never expose her with receipts, okay? The girl who used to be my friend, the girl who still does drama. Now, I don't know if she's exposed me with receipts. She probably has, and she probably will do more or something like that, whatever. I don't really care what she does. I wish her the best with her frequency. I cannot, there are certain people I don't bring myself to this level with because one, either I still have love in my heart for them and I still have compassion in my heart for them and I do genuinely wish them the best, and two, I don't feel so, like, I don't feel a level of betrayal. Like, I get it that, you know, the girl who I used to be friends with or whatever on here, she probably does feel betrayed by me. And I apologize. I never meant to betray her. This is not me trying to like reach out, make amends, and force her into some weird stuff or whatever. I'm not doing that. I'm just speaking. But like, I will never expose her receipts. That will never be my interest, because she was indeed a very beautiful, loving, and dear friend of mine. And I do believe, I do genuinely believe she always had good intentions for me. It's just we have different paths and interests, and mainly it was just like the whole drama shit. Like I can't, bro. You know what I mean? And that's just my frequency. I'm not even trying to judge or whatever, but it's like I cannot be associated with that shit. It's bad enough when I get you guys in here. And I mean, not bad, but like it's rough enough when I get you guys in here and y'all are asking me about like community stuff or like, you know, girl world stuff. And I don't know, babies. I'm out of the loop. You know what I mean? That's just not my judge, you know? I'm not hating on anyone. I really do wish everyone safe. I really wish that anybody who I used to associate with or even be friends with, I really wish they would get the fuck out of that community, to be honest. I don't think anyone in that community is a genuine friend to anybody. It's very dangerous. It's become so volatile nowadays. I don't even understand how anybody could like survive in that community anymore. It's literally like fucking World War VIII in that bitch. Okay, but that's just my personal opinion. I can't force someone to stop being friends with people. I can't force someone to stop, you know, doing drama or whatever. But I will never get to that point. But if I ever get to this point to where I'm dropping receipts on you and I'm blasting you and I'm at this level with you in my life, you're done. It's because I don't give. If I have reduced your existence to content, that's what it is. You know what I mean? And that's who Queen of Receipts always was. If I'm reducing your very being to fucking content and entertainment, you fucked up. Either you have betrayed me, you have horrible intentions. We see with my ex, I mean, these fucking, like, he's had an awful frequency for so long, right? And I'm finally speaking up and out about it, right? And I'm finally coming on my channel with it, right? Because I'm tired of being silent. He's done so much with court. He's affected our child. He's just been a monster. I mean, I can't even, he's a monster. So it's like, and I'm not even saying that as like a victim way, but it's like, I don't even know who the fuck this is anymore. I don't know. Like this version of him, even when I talk about past versions of him, those were past versions that I knew of. This frequency, who the fuck he is right now, today, in this moment, absolutely the fuck not. Absolutely the fuck not. And I will always speak up and I will always speak out about it. And I don't care. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I will. And I will do so until I'm fucking tired. And bitch, I'm not tired yet. You know, some of the shit is kind of like funny and exhausting, but I'm not tired, okay? This man, girl. So nice how you share your experiences so we can learn from your mistakes, period. I'd be like, I'm too pregnant for this, girl, period. Girl, like, literally, like, exhausted. So you know how, like, so that happened at the baby shower or whatever, and he's just over there talking about being drunk, and then she was over there, you know, crashing out about her situationship, cheating on her with his baby mama. And I'm just like, okay, well, I don't really know, child. I don't really know what the tea is. I don't know what goes on from here or what the deal is, right? But this kind of ties back. So what my friend B was saying was that he suspected that either Kay was jealous of me to some extent because she would try to be all up in my ex's face, or like be kind of attention seeking, but she's kind of like an attention seeking person. She's always been like that. But also too, like, you know, she was kind of dealing with shit, you know, at my baby shower. I mean, I guess, you know, she was spiraling or whatever. And like, I know how that is. Like, you just want to be seen. I told her to stay or whatever, but she didn't want to stay. She wanted to go and try and work it out with him. And I'm like, I don't know how you about to work it out with somebody who just laid down with somebody. The whole thing was just confusing as fuck. But my homie B was like, I think that she was always jealous of you, or coveted something with your ex and yourself, because that shit was weird. And then he was like, I never liked how she was all up in his face or whatever. And he's like, I always felt like as a man, he wasn't, strong arming her well enough. I'm like, well, that's probably because, they were friends, because I had them be close when I was in Massachusetts, so he could look over her and stuff like that. And before then, obviously I wasn't with him. We were all just friends. And it was just like a homie kicking it type thing. Like, I never thought of anything. See, and that's kind of my problem. I never thought about anything ever too deep. Y'all know I don't do all that. I don't think deep until I have to. Like, I'm not going to sit there and speculate about you and your intentions. I trust that, like, what needs to be revealed to me will be revealed to me. Right? But everything else, like, I don't fucking know. Right? So that's just always how I've been. And then him and I were talking, and then he was like, yeah, because that shit was weird, because when you lived with her, and remember how when I told you all when I lived with her, it kind of turned into the whole thing where I was living with her, after I left my ex, after he threatened my life or whatever, and when I was at the hotel and everything, and then when I left the hotel to go be with her, for those couple months or whatever, remember how I told you all how she was acting as a liaison between, the baby and I and my ex, so he could still visit the baby even though I was living with her and shit like that, right? And so all of this shit or whatever. So when that was happening, it was kind of weird, because it went from these basic exchanges to him bringing some of all his other friends there, him talking shit about me every single visit. I mean, literally in front of our small child, just talking shit about me. And then it's like, okay, now I'm not only hearing about him talking shit about me, but now I'm hearing about how he can't wait to get his weapons back to fuck me up. And he says he hates me. He says that he can't wait till I, pass away, which I do believe it. Because we see the frequency he chose. You know what I mean? I mean, look at his behavior. His behavior's been pretty consistent, even though it's been pretty, like, cyclish. You know what I'm saying? Him cycling and shit. It's been fucking consistent. Like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, I believe it. But, like, how are you, my friend, and you're also a whole CPS worker or whatever, how are you, my friend, going in between me and my ex with my child and, like, harboring? Because it's like, you know what I mean? Why does he feel so comfortable to talk shit to her? What is she saying back? You know what they say about that? And so it's like, I remember, and so that's like the whole, like, little point of the stream or whatever. And it's just like, we could just say that this is like a conspiracy theory, because now that I'm reflecting on it, the fact that my homie B, like, pointed out these things, I'm sitting there and I'm thinking to myself, was there always something deeper there? Because why would he be so comfortable with talking shit about me to her? What was she saying back? Because I doubt seriously, because, like, the only way that something like that can escalate is if there was consistent shit talking the entire time. You know what I mean? Like to where he's comfortable to bring all his other friends and shit talk and do all of this and shit talk. Like, what was going on during those exchanges to where not only did he feel so comfortable, mind you, this is a whole man who had charges pressed on him. Okay? He was fighting those criminal charges during that whole time, right? Trying to pressure me to drop the restraining order, trying to pressure me to drop the criminal charges, right? So it's like, why is he feeling so comfortable with talking all this shit to her, and what is she saying back? Because, it is one of those things to where when she would tell me about the things that he would say, she wouldn't tell me what she would say back. And I was like, because I remember one time when she was like, ooh, girl. Because, like, I remember she came back to me and she was like, what about the whole weapon stuff? And she was like, girl, he mad at you. He say he can't wait to get his weapons back, and he gonna do this and this and this. And you better find, someplace safe to be with the baby or whatever. I mean, luckily you here, but, maybe you need a safer place to be. I didn't tell him much, but she ended up telling him, because mind you, she wasn't even supposed to tell him that I was living over there, because I was, like, operating, like, under the domestic violence stuff, but she ended up telling him that. And so, like, the space became compromised really fast, because I was telling him that I was with family and stuff like that, because when they commit domestic violence, they're not supposed to know where you live at all. They're not supposed to really know much about you. But because all of that shit became compromised, and because of even his behavior now through this case, my privacy and literally safety has been compromised now. So that's another reason why I'm just out with it on my channel. Okay, fine, because I ain't hiding. I ain't lying. The fuck I have to hide and lie for? This is my truth. This is who I am. This is all I am. You know what I mean? So, it's just one of those things. And it's like, I just remember being so weirded out because I was like, I remember asking her too, when especially the whole weapons thing, I remember asking her, I was like, and what did you say to that? Like, that just made you comfortable? No, I was in not. But see, then when me and her got into it, and then, you know, shit blew up, that's when the truth comes out. And I knew that he always hated you, and you just don't know. And I remember her saying this, like, when I called the cops on her and shit. And then she called the cops. It's like a response or whatever. It was like a whole thing or whatever. But she was like, I'm going to put you and this baby out and da-da-da-da-da. All that shit. And I called judgment on her ass. You know, I really wonder what the fuck is going on now. But it's crazy because I remember on the way out, she said, and you really messed up with your ex. You really messed up with him. You have no idea what's in store for you. She said that. I will never forget that. You messed up with him. You messed up with him. You have no idea what he's got planned for you. He gonna F you up. He gonna F you up. And I'm just sitting there like, now what? Now who? Like, isn't that weird? So, class, do y'all think that they were messing around? Let me go ahead and get in the chat. I wouldn't think about my friend and man either, right? Girl, they were partners in crime, right? Right? Definitely. They were partners in crime. She probably wanted your life. Girl, this ain't, girl, no, a trash ass man, no. He threatened, the life that was threatened. She wanted the life that was threatened. I wish my life could get threatened like that, hell yeah. Girl! Oh, hell no, yeah. I bet they were messing around. Really? They need to send the Guardian this. Send this to the Guardian. Some girls are crazy. Y'all think that they were messing around and you think that they were partners in crime? So probably like maybe he was telling her about some of the court shit. Maybe he was telling her about some of the custody shit, huh? Telling her what he would have planned, because we see what he's done. The only thing is he thought that this would like ruin my life or something. No, I'm just over you and your tactics. I mean, now you're just being an awful father, but I mean, that's your frequency. I wish you the best. The Guardian sipping tea. I know. He like, girl. He like, girl. What? Really? So you guys think that they were messing around? Let's get a vote. Let's get a vote. Wait. I think I can do polls. Ooh. Okay. We can be messy. Were they? This is so I love this shit. I love this. I have missed this so much. I miss these streams. Will always just give me life. Did you guys see it? Okay, the poll has started. Y'all vote, bitch. Ah! Y'all vote. The poll has started. Oh my God, got 100% yeses. Oh my God, 8 votes and all of y'all are saying yes? Bitch! 9? I'm quaked! So y'all think they was messing around? I never considered it. I definitely wonder if he was like because obviously this whole court shit seems premeditated, right? I mean, but he threatened it even all while I was pregnant and stuff. So at the very least, she was hearing about everything. Oh my God. He was feeding her lies during pillow talk and she didn't like you. So it was easy for her to believe. Ooh, girl. Yes, I'd bet money. 11 votes, y'all. Girl. 12 votes. Oh my God. Wow. Okay, so what about this? You know, because you know how he lied. Perhaps like the premeditation lies and shit. You know the whole thing about like the drug den or whatever? I definitely think that he said that to make a dig at this home because he knew like this house needed work, you know, when my grandma passed or whatever, because obviously we needed to clear it out. I mean, all the family passed. It was no secret that the house needed work or whatever. But obviously, I mean, you guys have seen my environment. I go live here all the time. This is definitely not no drug den. So I always thought that as like a wannabe personal dig, but that's just gonna have to come back on his spirit. Or whatever, because absolutely not. You know what I mean? I mean, that's like, you know, my grandmother's legacy you're talking about. Damn, 14 votes, bitch. All of you guys think that? Oh, let's get tearful, child. Feeding me negative energy so he could come save the day. What? This man threatened my life. I mean, this is what I'm talking about. Like, this is what I'm talking about. He threatened my life. There's no coming back from that. There's no nothing. Oh, but see, now we getting down to some tea. Are y'all still voting or can I get rid of the poll? Are y'all still voting, babies? Are y'all good? Can I get rid of this? Because it's like in my face. I know you guys see me. Oh my God. But like literally it's just the box over me and it's like a lot of boobage. Man, girl, I know. It's like a lot of boobage. So it literally is just like a box and then all you see is like my boobs. And I'm just like, girl, this ain't that kind of a stream. Are y'all done? Ooh, 15 votes and one more girl saying yes. Oh my God. Girl, thank y'all for voting. Ooh, I can't wait to do another poll. Thank y'all for voting. Ooh, 100%. Not the boobs. I'm just saying, girl. It was like a box over face and boobs. I'm like, this ain't that kind of a stream. Oh my God. So y'all think that they were hooking up, huh? And definitely he was probably like collaborating with her. Do you think that maybe he like planned the case out with her? What's weird is he's not named her as a witness or anything. That's also what's kind of strange. Like, you should have never come at me with these weird ass claims and shit. I have to charge my phone. You should have never came at me with these weird ass claims. I can turn the ring light back on. Or whatever. He should have never came at me with these weird ass claims or whatever, because it's like, obviously, you know, it never gave drug den. Like I said, it never gave unfit. It never gave erratic or unstable or anything. You can't just say things like this of this nature and have baseless claims. He's not presented anything, to the court. He claims he has a video of my dad saying I was in like a drug den or whatever. But a part of me just doesn't believe that. And you guys already know when I asked my dad about it, my dad is like, I don't know what the hell his ass is talking about. Like, and my dad gets irritated because, like, obviously, like, my dad is like highly, done with him. So my dad is like annoyed. Like, my dad's like, I don't know what the hell his problem is. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Like, I don't know what his issue is. Right? So it's like one of those type of things. Ooh, girl. This is so interesting, though. This is like, I'm quaked. Because, see, now, bitch, I swear, this is what I love about exposing people with receipts. And I love, like, doing my expose, just talking about the shit as it unfolds. Because you know what it's giving. It's giving unsolved mysteries, bitch. It's giving, I mean, his behavior has been really sporadic and, like, erratic, right? And, like, so it's really interesting how it's like he's in the frequency that he's trying to put me in. You know what I mean? But, I mean, that's what happens when you're low vibe as fuck. I mean, I can't relate to that. But, like, you know that this is kind of giving, like, some unsolved mysteries type shit, girl. It's giving obsession movie. Girl, not the obsession movie! Girl, no! No, because my thing is, like, so if they were, I mean, girl, if they were hooking up, that is messy. I thank God that I'm gone. That's crazy. You know, another thing that she said too, I remember when that whole argument happened. See, you know how your mind replays stuff when you go over shit like this, and it kind of makes you look at things with like a different perspective, right? And so, like, when you like look over things with like a different perspective, it's like it kind of gives you a whole different like level of insight and everything. It's crazy because you know what? I remember when she said to me too, when I was like packing my stuff, getting ready to like leave her place or whatever, because she was walking around the house like trying to throw digs and insults like the whole fucking time. I'm just like fucking ignoring her ass. I'm on the phone with my program. I'm just reporting her ass. I'm just like, nah. I'm like, whatever. And you wanna know what's sad? I was the realest friend she ever had. She always complained to me about all her other friends. And when I moved to Mass, I cannot tell you how many times this girl would break down to me, tell me how lonely she is, tell me about how everybody she hung out with is fake. So when I left her, I felt nothing because I'm telling you, like, I only give a fuck about my child and I, right? I only care about my child and I. So, like, I don't care who or what's gotta go. Fuck it. And even when this man withholding the child, lying to court, doing what he wants to do, okay, that's just gonna come back on you tenfold. I'm still gonna move on with my life. Like, I told that man to his face, I'm still young, I'm still pretty, I'm still fertile. I will move on, and I will do better. I'm already dating better caliber men. Like, you know what I mean? I'm starting school. Like, life just moves on. You know what I mean? I decided to sell this bitch personally because I'm just like, all right, that's going to be my big fuck you to this case, especially if my ex wants to continue more shit. Especially because now I know he cycles during holidays and important days. So it's like, okay, now that I can expect him to be on bullshit during holidays and stuff, I'll just be off somewhere not giving a flying fuck. I mean, bitch, don't do it, because I really might just take a vacation on your ass. Because I've been talking, and I'm like, I kind of want to just go on vacation and dip out for a week or two. Then you're going to have to really figure it out. I won't give a fuck. I don't care. You not hurting nothing. I'm always going to be here for my child, but you trying to, like, use him as some pawn and do all this weird shit? Boy, please. The way I will not give a fuck about you and show you how irrelevant you actually are, don't do it, because I'm already talking about, you know, taking me a little trip or something. I will go off and not care. You know what I mean? Just keep on moving on with my life. Don't give a fuck about it. Put my little notice in for the court or whatever. Child, y'all gonna have to catch me on this date, or maybe I'll clock in on a Zoom or something, but a bitch is gonna be out of town and out of the frequency, you know, for a week or two to just vibe. because bitch, I love myself. Absolutely the fuck not. But what did she say? Let me think about what she said. So I remember when I was like packing up my stuff and she was like walking around throwing digs and all this stuff. Like these things hit my brain because it's like I reflect and I look back now. One of the things that she said was, oh, and you wish you was back with your ex. She said anybody would want to be back there with him. And I just remembered like thinking like, I remember just saying out loud, I was like, you're fucking weird. That's fucking weird. And I was like, what, go back and die? Yeah, real fun. She said that! Messy! Yes! Yes, she said that! She said that! Yes! She said that. She said, you wish you was back there with him. Anybody would want to be back there with him. She a wild one, girl. She said anybody would want to be back there with him. And I was like, what the fuck do you mean? She is crazy. We're like, she is crazy. Girl, she said that. She said that. And I remember being like, I was like, weird, that's fucking weird, you're fucking weird, like what, go back and die? Yeah, right. And I remember looking at her, I'm like, you're fucking weird. That's fucking weird. Like what? Where do we do all of this at? I'm glad you're the bigger person, her friend. I'm glad you're no longer her friend because it never gave that. Bitch, it never gave. It gave weird. There were little things that she would say. And these were things that, you know, I would wonder about or whatever. Like I said, I don't hyper vigilant about people and shit. Like I just let people do. I'm a heavy believer in karma. Like what goes around comes around type shit. So I don't have to sweat you when I leave. I don't have to trip and break all the way down when I dip. I trust that what, you know, is meant for you will happen. What come to you will come to you. And that will just be what it is and how it is. You know what I mean? I don't have to worry, especially if I know that I'm not in the wrong. Or if I did share a part of the wrong, I can just take accountability, own up to it, and release it. That's all it takes. You know? So it's like she definitely wanted him, or they were messing around. Well, y'all want to know some OT? I cannot believe I'm sitting up here looking at y'all like this. I can't. Y'all want to know some more shit? Well, always. Y'all got y'all's cups out. Yes, bitch. My friend B got a crush on me anyway, bitch. So I guess my ex was right. And he just admitted to that shit because he is pressed. He literally told me today, ain't nobody gonna be there for you the way I'm gonna be there for you. Oh, girl. Bitch, this is like the Maury show. This is like some Jerry Springer shit. He was like, ain't nobody gonna be there for you, but I'm gonna be there for you. And I'm kind of tired of this motherfucker. He keep on fucking around and and I don't like him hurting you, and I don't like him hurting little man. And because he think he big man on campus until another man step in. And because he think you ain't got nobody. You always got somebody. You got me, and I'm all you need. And I was like, sir, we are crossing the friend line. I literally, and I said to him on the phone today, I was like, is this still the homie? I'd be so like clueless with guys. Like, I'd be so like, weird with dudes because men are weird, dude. Like, men get really fucking territorial. All you need, I'm all you need. You know, when they get to talking like that, girl, they real possessive. Girl. I'm the only man you'll ever need now. You ain't gotta worry about him no more. Girl, when the men start talking like that, that's when you know that they didn't call. And they have a whole different lifestyle on their mind, and I don't even know what that is. But when he said all that to me, and I was like, I was like, is this still the homie? And he's like, always, but you know, I've been feeling you or whatever. And I'm just like, well, I'm not prepared. I don't have a script. Well, for a different date this weekend. Cute, cute. Girl, bitch. But I guess my ex was right. What goes around comes around. So while you was over there messing with Kay, well, I guess over here catching feelings, and he just admitted. Now, I'm not going to act on anything, and I'm still going to be celibate because these men are feral, okay? I do not have time. And then B, trying to step up, and I get it. He just wants to protect me, and he's worried about me, and, he hears about the bullshit going down, and he just wants to be there. But, like, girl, when the men get to speaking like that, they already feeling away. And it's crazy because it's like, sir... Are you feeling him? No, girl, this is like a literal homie. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm done dating friends. I'm done dating in my circle. I am retired. I retire, okay? On my Scarface shit, okay? I retire so damn hard. I ain't dating another friend. Because to be honest, sometimes it seems like I never really had friends. I always had like fucking, inevitable hate. You know what I mean? Like fucking vindictive type shit. So I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? You elevate the frequency, you move on, and you just say fuck all. You know what I mean? That's just what you do. That's just what you do. And I'm not feeling him. This is my homie, man. And I'm not trying to cross or blur the lines with another friend. I'd rather keep my friends as friends if they really are going to stay friends. I know men sometimes can't control themselves, so hopefully he doesn't get stupid. But he does seem to respect me and my boundary. I don't have to worry about saying no to him or anything like that. Friends were just men waiting in line, girl. And growing up the way I grew up, I always looked to my male homies as protective and stuff like that. And so that protection and stuff has always meant a lot to me. But even I have gotten to a place to where it's I kind of let that shit go now. Because, have I ever been truly protected? Let's think about it. Have I ever been truly protected by any of these men? Have I ever been valued or anything by these men? Especially my ex who used to be a homie. No. Damn, you know what I mean? So, I'm straight. I'm good. You know what I mean? I got me, the Lord got me, I have my baby, you know what I'm saying? We good, we gonna figure it out. I do not bring men around my child or whatever. When I go on my dates and when I be doing my thing, babies, what I'm saying, not here. You know what I mean? You got to keep it separated, fucking offspring. You got to keep them separated. No more men. Yeah, girl. I'm just dating. I'm just kind of I told you guys, me dating right now, I'm just dating to see my self-concept be reflected. You know what I mean? Because I am noticing a different caliber of guys or whatever, and just a different tier and level of dudes or whatever. And it's all because of how I've been working on myself and how I've been elevating myself. And I've honestly really been enjoying it a lot. And so it's right now, dating for me is not only just a fun pastime, but honestly very, very, very experimental. because I'm dating in my new self-concept. These guys know I'm celibate, right? I'm not interested in hooking up or whatever. These guys know, look, hey, if you aren't like really down to invest time and effort into me, please keep it moving, because I actually have goals, okay? So it's like, it's interesting because it's like I kind of get what I want off the back. Like I told you, like the paramedic, like he pays me when he gets paid. Every time he gets paid, he deposits me like a nice little like chunk of his check just because he's a sweetheart. You know what I mean? And like he still does the shit. He'll randomly give me money. He'll randomly cash at me and say, "Go get yourself some Starbucks, baby." Like, "Oh, how you doing today, babe? You okay?" If I tell him that I'm like on my cycle, I'm not doing that well. "Oh, what you need? I can give you this, or I can come through and, you know, go shopping for you or whatever." One time he took his break off work, you know, because he works actually not too far from me. And that's another thing too. He keeps low key, like, that's one thing that the paramedic has done. He's transferred, his like hospital locations as I've moved to, as a way to look out for me, you know, because he has a bit of leverage or whatever, because he used to work at one hospital when I used to live with my ex. And then he was kind of in between when I was at my friend's house, but now he's at this hospital really close to this house because he wants to be close. And he's so serious about if I ever need something, or if I need to go to the hospital, or, you know, even if I need like police help or whatever, he says he's always down to help. And like, I really appreciate that. And that's not, I've never even had to ask him for that. You see how it's like the men will just show up without you having to ask, because you shouldn't have to ask a man who's interested in you to value you. It should be a fucking basic understanding. It shouldn't be this pulling teeth thing. It shouldn't be this fucking back and forth thing. It shouldn't be this fucking like difficult ass thing. You know what I mean? This guy sounds amazing. He is sweet. Oh, he's into you. Yeah, he's sweet. The paramedic is sweet. He's sweet. I like it when he deposits me, girl. It's like I'm getting paid. I'm like, ooh, shit. Girl, I'm like, hell yeah, your paycheck is my paycheck. All right. And then I'm dating another guy who, like, this one, he's kind of like bougie or whatever. And he lives downtown by the lakefront. But he doesn't know much about me, right? Like, he doesn't know that I do my socials. He doesn't even know that I'm a mom, because this guy's like an actual, like, not like a stranger. He's kind of like a friend of a friend. And she put me in contact with him because he's like recently single as well. But like, you know how it is sometimes with like guys who have like, you know, a little bit more money and stuff. Like, they kind of want to know about you or whatever. And I don't like that. Like, I mean, I'm taking my time dating this guy. And I'm probably going to see him like, you know, over the weekend or whatever. This is the guy who I'm going to have pay for my feet. But he's very much into me. So like, okay, so how my self-concept is being reflected through him, I am like this mysterious woman to him because I don't speak much. I just sit there and I look or whatever. We'll go out, you know, we'll do like little restaurants or whatever downtown, and that shit's nice. You know, we'll walk along, you know, whatever and stuff. I don't want to give too much information because, you know, unfortunately I got psychopaths watching. And I don't need motherfuckers trying to show up and run down when I'm out here. You know what I mean? Because, you know, it's giving, you know, it's giving insanity, you know. But, you know, when we go out and stuff and like, he has a beautiful place. He's very respectful. He also knows that I'm celibate, so there's like no pressure there. He does like to drink, but he does not drink that much. He drinks like a lot of different like expensive wines and stuff, like a lot of Italian wines, a lot of French wines and shit. He's been to like the vineyards in California and all that. Like he's okay, all right. And so, you know, like he treats me to stuff or whatever, but he's really into me. So like how my self-concept is being reflected, like he's like very drawn to the frequency. He's drawn to my energy. But because he's so, and he's not like pressuring or anything, but he just wants to know more about me. He's like, so what do you do? So what else do you like? What do you do in your spare time? What do you, no. Oh, well, I can take you here. I can take you there. Oh, do you like this? Oh, I can buy that for you. What else do you like? And sometimes that shit puts me off because I'm like, what are you trying so hard for, and why are you so desperate to know how I work in and out as a woman? You know what I mean? Like now it's like my discernment is on point. It's like, okay, I can enjoy you. I can enjoy our time or whatever. And like, he knows how I used to manage bands and artists. And so his dad is in a band, and they actually travel still. And so his dad has this band that they travel with and stuff like that. And his dad has like a show coming up. It is over there on the West Coast because he has, you know, some connections out there or whatever. It's like over there fucking did he say San Diego or San Francisco? Whatever. It's over there in California though. It's over there on the West Coast. And he's like, oh, well, I could take you. Like, I have guys trying to, like, go on trips and take me out. And, like, that's why I'm, like, I'm low-key down. I might dip out on these hoes, these hating-ass frequency low hoes, because, honey, I have options. Like, I might just dip out, like, and just say, I'm gone for a week or two. I'm off, you know, making room for my new family. And letting these men, you know, reflect my self-concept as they should. You feel me? But he's like, he's like, would you want to go and we can watch my dad's show and we can all do this and da-da-da-da. And then like afterwards, da-da-da, and like and he's like, I can take care of everything. I can take care of the hotel, da-da-da, and I can take care of like your Uber and all of that and da-da-da. And like, you know, I got us on the plane. And I'm just like, okay, let's just take our time though. But I mean, hell knows, child, because I am feeling a bit explorative. I am feeling explorative. Okay, so shit, girl. You might see me out here on a trip. And if you do, you already know. You post a trip, you post the food, you don't post the dude. You know what I mean? Shit. That one sounds scary. And you know he's got money too. So I'm just like, what are your... It sounds like he's rushing. Like maybe he's excited, but why is he trying to... Why do you want to know how I work in and out so fast? You know, it's like, and when I say the slightest thing about myself, he gets like excited and he's trying to like keep up. And I'm just like, and it's like, I don't know. And this is what's weird. Cause like, I don't know if he's insecure, cause I know insecure guys can sometimes do that, but like, I don't know. He probably never met someone like you before. I'm really quiet around him. Like, cause I'm just trying to get to know him more too. I'm super, super quiet around him. Like, I just like sit, watch. Like, I'm very much the lady on his arm. You know what I mean? Like, I am just like, okay, I'm gonna sit, enjoy the frequency. Okay, we're doing, and I'm just very like observant. I'm just like, you know, and girl, like, even when I was like talking to him about when I used to manage bands and like laughing and stuff, because he likes my laugh a lot too. You know what I mean? So like when I laughed or whatever, because I'll never forget, we were out and we were just like sitting like along the pier or whatever and just like, you know, talking and shit. And I started laughing or whatever and like telling him about, you know, my memories of when I used to manage artists. And like when I laughed, he looked at me and he was like, you have like the best laugh, like, oh my god, like, oh my god, and your smile is fucking beautiful. And I was like, thank you. But like he did that and I was like, thank you. And then he's like no, please don't cover your face, like. And then he's like, I'm not trying to make you uncomfortable. So I think he's aware, but he's just kind of, I don't know, we'll see, it'll be revealed to me, his intentions. To me, he just seems like, Callie, quiet, huh? Girl, right? Like, because you know he's not getting the real me yet. You know he ain't getting the real me yet. You know what I mean? Plus, like, you know, this is, like, I mean, I've dated guys who've had, you know, money before, but he's definitely a wealthier guy. And so it's like, I'm going to be quiet because I'm going to see what his intentions are. And like, I'm also not trying to blow up his spot. So like when he takes me places and we do nice things, I'm not trying to make a whole scene out in public. I can just be quiet and be reserved or whatever. But like, I'm not fully myself with him yet. I am not going to tell him about this motherfucking YouTube channel, bitch. Because he can't even handle knowing that I manage bands. Can you imagine if I told him about my YouTube channel? We'd have another fucking male free spirit. Girl, it's enough male energy on this damn channel. I'm trying to fucking exercise it and smoke it out. Too many goddamn men on this damn channel. Girl, tired of all these damn men trying to lurk on my channel and shit. I see y'all with the laugh responses. Tired of all these damn men, girl. Shit, I ain't telling this one about my channel. He ain't gonna know how to act. He is not gonna know how to. Can you imagine? He'd become my biggest fan. He'd fucking come back wearing my merch on a date. See, I bought your merch. All it needs is your smile. And I'd just be like, sir, just give me some money and let's figure out the next date, babe. just give me some fucking money. What? Just keep it simple, sir. So it's like, you know, just give me some money, girl, period. Don't gotta do all that extra shit. Girl, like, sir, please. But my dating life right now is cool. And I'm not rushing into anything with anyone. I'm still getting to know people. I'm not taking any of the men that I'm dating right now seriously, even though I might be, you know, posting or whatever here and there. I'm just enjoying myself. I'm enjoying my frequency. I'm enjoying my freedom and my time. And I'm enjoying expanding my life, you know, while, you know, moving through this court bullshit or whatever. It's like, I'm not allowing it to stop me. You know what I mean? Like, okay, cool. My ex is going to be a fucking psychopath. That's fantastic for him. He can enjoy his frequency. You know, I'll always be here for my child and I'll make the time immediately when need be. But this is not at all where my life stops because like I told you all, when I left my ex, I said that this is not my story. And I very much mean it. I very much mean it, right? So it's like, I literally have just been enjoying myself. In all honesty, I don't want to start dating seriously. And I mean, who knows? Maybe I'll give the guys that I'm talking to right now a chance, but I still don't see them where I'm going. Like, not even the lakefront dude. He's bougie and he would blend in with my goals and where I'm going, but he's so, and I can't tell if it's genuine or not, or if he's like insecure, or maybe he's low-key crazy. Like, this is why I haven't told him anything deep about me, because can you imagine? He'd lose his shit. Now, the paramedic I do like, though. The paramedic is growing on me. And so, honestly, if I were to pick a dude to take kind of seriously when I do start dating seriously, I would give the paramedic a chance, because he's low-key. He's not weird about anything. I feel comfortable with laughing with him. Like, we were literally like at that bar the other day or whatever, fucking singing "Move, Bitch, Get Out the Way" with the whole thing with the lady on the metro with the banana shit. Like, when we were talking about that joke, like, that was hilarious. He always comes through for me. He's very much aware of what I've been going through with this case and stuff. And even though I haven't given him all those like interpersonal details and stuff like that, he's just been available. Like, he doesn't like hearing about me being stressed out. Like, even he is also, you know, trying to plan a vacation. Like I told you all, he was like talking about how maybe me and him should plan a vacation and just get away for like a week or something together. Or if anything, just like a weekend. He's like, and he knows I have a child, but that's about all he knows. You know what I mean? Because obviously, like, when I was pregnant, remember, you know, all the stuff that I would go through with my ex. And remember, he told me that he said that he would bring me to the hospital himself if need be. And a part of him is still serious about that shit, I guess. But he, has talked about, just wanting to plan. Like, okay, one of the weekends, like when you don't have your baby or whatever, like me and you can go here. And he's like, and you already know I'll take care of it or whatever. So the men that I'm dating are already assuming their roles. They know that they're going to pay for shit. They know that I'm looking for a man to provide and actually like be protective. Well, to the extent, the bougie lakefront dude don't know all of that much, but the paramedic guy does, because he kind of sees it. You know what I mean? Knows I want a family, knows I want to be settled down, know I want to be, married, knows that I'm out here about to pursue my real estate license, knows where I want to live at and stuff like that, and knows that I'm, going to be helping my family with this house and stuff. The guy downtown, he says he wants like wife and kids and everything. He is a little younger. He's 31. But he's 31, but like, I mean, and we're young, okay? We're in our 30s, we're not fucking dinosaurs. But he's 31, but he's giving me very much like 20-something still out in the clubs, because he'll still do like the club and the lounge scene, because he does like some lounges downtown, and I'll chill in a lounge with him because some of the lounges downtown are nice or whatever. But like, I mean, I'm kind of outgrowing that scene. Like, I love to party too and shit, but as I'm getting older, like, I mean, one thing I do miss is concerts. Like, I can't wait to start going back to shows and shit, because I miss it. I haven't been to a show in years. And I used to go to concerts fucking multiple times a year. You know what I mean? So it's like, I want to do shows. I don't really know about the club scene, and I hate to say this, because now this is going to fucking age me, but I don't know about the club scene nowadays, because everybody in that bitch is on their phone, and that's just not how the club used to be. Like, if you go out to the clubs and stuff now, that like everybody in that bitch is on their phone. Like, and then it's like, if people are dancing, and I don't know what generation that is. I don't know if that's generation Z or fucking A or whatever the fuck. I don't know. In there, you can't even dance without somebody trying to film you. And then they're being all weird and all that shit. Like, so true. Yeah, dude, like, everybody in that bitch is on their phone. It's like, this is not the club. Like, why aren't people dancing up on each other and going up to each other and talking to each other? Like, it's fucking weird, dude. I don't know what generation that is, but that's not how I used to party. And I thank God that, for being a millennial like how I am. But the guy at the lakefront or whatever, he he still goes out, and like, he says that he wants a wife, and kids and all this, but he's very much like on the scene. And I hate to do this or whatever, because like, I'm not trying to like talk about him, but he bounces around a lot. He's always doing something. And I will say though, that even though he seems very active in his nightlife and his social life, he makes time for me. I don't have to chase these men. I'm not blowing up their phone. I'm not worried about a fucking good morning text. Like, I'm very much beyond that point. These men, when they hit me up, they know to like surprise me with like, money or some gifts, keep my motherfucking flowers on rotation, keep them fresh. Okay. If we are going to go on a date, plan it. Okay. And if I want something from you, I'm going to be like, hey, hun, I know we're going to go out and I want to do this so I can be cute. You know what I'm saying? You want to pay for this. And then there's no problem. There's no bitching involved. There's no bitching about no fucking $20, $30 over here. Thank Jesus. Thank God for that. And you already know, like, I mean, I don't know why my ex is so fucking bent. It's just clear that, like, we were never meant to be. Like, I don't know why he's so hell-bent on trying to, I don't know what this man is trying to do, but it's just clear that I was never it for him. I couldn't even ask that man for $20 damn without him fucking complaining. You know what I mean? Probably wouldn't know how to talk to you. You know what I mean? So it's like, like, I used to hate that, because like, me and my ex would argue about money and stuff. And like, even when I was trying my best, and like, I had a video, I don't know if I still have this video, but I have a video of where he's like ridiculing me about finances. And he knew that like I was still building my credit back up from mass, because, you know, it took me forever, not really forever, but it took me at least, you know, that first year back to get my shit back to where it was. And now my shit's just beyond straight, and that's because I always prioritized it. But he would always try to hold finances and money over my head. You guys know that when men start doing that kind of shit, they're not into you. They see you as less than. You know what I'm saying? They're devaluing you. They don't view you as worthy of time, investment, and effort. And that's all my ex ever showed me, was that I was never worth anything to him. He only moved me from mass to do that grand gesture so I could hold him, you know, up on a pedestal in my mind, which I did, unfortunately. But then it's like, you know, his whole alcoholism and all that bullshit. It's like, dude, we were never meant to be. So I don't know why he's so... I don't know where this bitterness is coming from. Like, yeah, I'll be exposing him. Yeah, I'll drag him. And yeah, we do our little theories and our tea. And it's all just, I mean, it's really, I mean, he's been reduced to entertainment at this point. You know what I mean? Like, you know, he's just a meme at this point. You know, it's like, but if I get like this with you in my life, you're nothing. I mean, if I'm reducing you to content, I mean, it's pretty much like you're non-existent to me. So it's like when people push me to this point, it's only because A, I'm defending myself, I'm being intentional with defending myself, and B, it's a part of me also releasing, you know? So I don't really know what his issue is, because it's like the way he treated me. I mean, even threatening custody and all this stuff while I was pregnant, and just all the sick things that he's always done. You've never been into me for who I am as a person, as a woman, or even as a person who was your friend. So what is your beef? You know what I mean? No, nobody wants to talk to him. You right. You know what? You right. That's his problem. You exactly right. Nobody wants to talk to him. You said that shit right on cue, too. You said that shit right on cue. Because I'm sitting here and I'm like, I just don't know what his problem is. I don't know what's making him so bitter. It's because nobody wants to talk to him. Girl! Nobody wants to talk to him. Bitch! I don't know why he's so bitter. I just don't know what his problem is. It's because nobody wants to talk to him. For real, dead ass, I guess. You know what I mean? Like dead ass, bro. Girl. So I just like, yeah, like his fucking problem. You know, whenever he wants to let shit go, we'll see. But I just deem him as being on bullshit. He's going to take advantage of the fact that we have a child together, and he's going to always cycle, I believe. I believe my ex will always cycle. I really do. And he will always trying to find new ways to be on bullshit and get some kind of a rise or reaction out of me or something, to be toxic and shitty. And that's just who he will always be. So unfortunately, you know, for the next, you know, for the rest of the child's life, it's never the next 18 years. It's the rest of the child's life. He will try to find a way to be on bullshit somehow, even beyond this case being over. And the best thing that I can do for myself is just continue to move on and move forward. Because he can try to fuck with me. And yes, I'm divinely protected. So that's why a lot of his bullshit backfires. But I will have more of a fortress around me the further I go, the further I expand myself. You know, and when I finally do get married, and bitch, you know what? Just between us girls, when I get married and I have my husband, and I'm gonna manifest this shit just like how I manifested moving back from mass and having me a child. That came true. I spoke that shit into existence. I'm speaking this and I'm willing this into existence, especially now in my highest self. When I am married and I have my fucking husband and I'm out here getting pregnant with my future babies, and my ex and I are still exchanging my child, you know what I'm saying, for the visits and all this bullshit, I'm gonna have my husband deal with that man, because legally I would be within my right. Especially if my husband is willing to adopt my child as, you know, ours, because of, you know, having a blended family. I'm already planning shit like this. You know, he ain't the only one that can plan. I'm gonna have my man deal with that man, because I'm not dealing with that man. I'm not dealing with that man. You gonna have to go through my husband. When the exchanges happen, go through my man. Y'all do it, and then, you know, my man will, you know, bring the baby and all that stuff like that. Well, I mean, by then, you know, my child will be probably an actual kid. But no, you gonna deal with my husband with that shit. And you got all this problem, and if you want to cause problems, you're gonna have to deal with my husband, because I'm not dealing with his ass. I'm not. I'm done with him. You know what I mean? Like, it's bad enough I have to have my friends like B and shit, you know, on the phone or on standby because he's been crashing out so fucking hard. You know what I mean? It's like, And I'm already manifesting this. I can't wait. I'm so excited. Because you already know my ex gonna be sitting there looking stupid because all those antics and all that bullshit that he'll be doing in that whole fucking Talking Parents app and all this other dumbass shit that he's doing. Bitch, I'm gonna be somewhere off not giving a fuck. And you gonna have to just go through my husband for all that bullshit. Cause I'm through. I'm through. Because I do see my child is with me. And I am, you know, I really want to give my baby, you know, the actual example of, you know, a stable family, a loving home, and all of these things. And he really is going to need to learn the proper lesson as to how men treat women and how women treat men, and how to not be a shitbag out here, and how to actually value himself so that he can actually value other people. And you know he's not going to learn those type of lessons from my ex. So it's like, even though I can do it the single mom route, and I've been doing it thus far, you know, as life goes on and as life expands, you know, it starts with myself. It starts with me expanding myself, you know, going to school, doing all this shit for myself. And then, of course, dating and meeting better caliber guys who will also be able to add to that example, so that my baby's not out here just lost and confused in all this toxicity and chaos that my ex fucking breathes in daily, quite literally. You know what I mean? That shit gets exhausting. That shit gets lame after a while. Like, you look like a fucking loser. Like, who tries to force mandated reports because they're fucking bitter? Who fucking starts scenes at pediatrics appointments and shit? Who harasses who did this dumb, sick shit? Like, you just look like a sicko. You over there gossiping with, like, my ex-friends and shit, talking about how you can't wait to get your weapons back. Like, you look like a fucking idiot. You know? Like, this is why I keep my sunglasses around this dude. It's like, I can't see him. You know what I mean? And, like, the more that I be talking about, the more that be coming out, the more that be revealed, I'm just like, God, this guy is, like, fucking, like, nauseating. You know what I mean? So, girl, like, in the future, I can't wait. And I give myself about 3 to 5 years. Seriously, I give myself about 3 to 5 years to be off here, married, moving on with my life. And that motherfucker gonna have to go through my husband for some exchanges. My husband gonna be the liaison. Checkmate, ho. Because I'm not dealing with you. Because I don't have to. You threatened my life. You've been violent. You've been so abusive. You've been like, you know, you did this post-separation abuse, even with this case and shit. I don't have to associate with you. I don't. You know what I mean? I'm well within my rights to keep my space. You can try to finesse what you want and what you can, but at the end of the day, especially as that child gets older, I don't have to fuck with him. I don't. It will literally just, like, the baby will get older and be able to speak. Okay, cool. Holler at mommy when you want to holler at mommy. Holler at dad when you want to holler at dad. The fuck? And I'll always be here. Mommy will always fucking be here, bro. But I'm not about to be stressed out over this man. Like, that's just dumb. I got a whole life to live. He's the one over there in bitter ass cycles looking dumb. He can enjoy himself and enjoy his frequency, but child, please. A loving home and mother. What more could a baby want? You know what I mean? You know? And I've worked my hardest on this environment, but like, even when I showed you guys on my stream earlier today, you know what I mean? Like, even when I showed y'all earlier today, you know, the nursery and this environment that I've, you know, cultivated for us, and how I've been working on the house and everything. This was all getting and being done. Can you imagine like the two different realities that we're living in? Like, my ex is over here fueled with bitterness, hate, evil, low frequency ass bullshit. And I'm over here like working, building, fixing, planning. It's like we're two completely different human beings. Like, our mindsets are in two completely different spaces. He's so focused on trying to, like, I don't know, prove a fucking point. And I'm so focused on me and mine and expansion. You just look like an idiot. And I don't care about this case, babe. Like, I don't. Whatever. I mean, it's taking its time, whatever. And I'm happy that I am able, and, you know, to contest him and all these things. But my life doesn't revolve around this court case. Now, don't get that confused. Just because my life doesn't revolve around court does not mean that I'm not, you know, revolving my life around my child. Everything I do is for my child, even my future plans. You know what I mean? And that's just that. But, like, I have been really enjoying, you know, dating and everything. And I'm not going to date my homie B. I am not. I don't want to date any more friends. I'd like to just keep the friends that I do have as friends. I don't want to risk it. Because honestly, from what I'm finding out is I never had true friends. I've had a lot of fucking, you know, weird ass enemies. Or like wannabe enemies and shit. Just very low frequency type shit. And I'm straight. You know what I mean? Like, I'm cool. I don't want to date, you know, any of my friends. I've been enjoying dating like these different men, these different caliber men. And I don't really want to get serious about dating until I start school. And like, I'm like about to get my license and I'm more settled, because like I told you, that's all that stuff is out there in that area that I want to live in anyway. And when I'm out there in that area living and commuting and starting to kind of settle and make my there, that's when I want to start dating, because those are the type of men that I'm trying to date. You know what I mean? You know, I am ready to date like better caliber dudes, men who have, you know, actual things on the ball, men who actually do have family values and family ties, and know how to treat a woman, and, you know, are aware, have at least enough emotional intelligence to at least understand what a woman needs when she's pregnant and when she's postpartum, and how to actually work together as a team and not allow the stress to deteriorate or whatever. Or like, you know, to be honest, I've enjoyed dating guys who don't drink that much, because to be honest, where there's not that much alcohol and craziness, even though everybody likes to get a little crazy and fun, but when you're dating guys out here who don't drink like that, it leaves a lot of room for just pure conversation and frequency, and you can really get to see where a dude's head is at, instead of just drinking, having fun, and being wild, and that being like the catalyst to the relationship. Because that fucking drinking and chaos and being wild, you're not really getting to know a person at all. Y'all are just being a chaotic shitstorm together. And unfortunately, the more that shitstorm goes on, because y'all don't really know each other or whatever, regardless of what the relationship is, you know, the differences in character and values are going to come out, and y'all are going to bump heads, and it's going to be this whole thing. At least in the beginning, it's like you can kind of get to know somebody and see where their head is at. Like, I told you that the paramedic, like, him and I are both faith-based. Like, we both heavily believe in God. And, you know, I talked to him about, you know, Christ consciousness and, like, mindset and stuff. And, you know, he watches Traumatized Girly, and he feels motivated by it. And, you know, him and I both pray for each other. And we both, you know, wish each other, like, the best all the time. And, you know, even when he'll hug and kiss me goodbye, he'll hug and kiss me goodbye, and he'll be like, oh, you take care, Callie, God bless you. And I'm like, oh, sweetheart, you know, you take care and be safe too. God bless. Like, watch over you. Like, okay, you know, be okay. The dude that lives by the lakefront, he's not that faith-based, or at least I don't know yet, but he's heavy into mindset. So he does meditation. He likes to, you know, take walks along the lakefront, and he'll do his breathing meditation and just like sit you know, along like the little park areas downtown or whatever, and he'll sit there in his shorts and shit, and he'll do his breathing and his breath work and shit. And he has a whole routine. He hits the gym a little bit, but he's not too buff. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I like my guys, like, to be honest, like, I don't like them too muscular. I've always liked my guys, like, with a little bit of chubby, because they're comfortable to sleep with. And as, like, a thicker girl myself, I'm soft. So it's like, I kind of just want, like, I don't want to be laying on no hard-ass brick at night, okay? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be wrapped up, all right? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be cuddled up. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be fucking hugging no hard ass brick. But he's in decent shape. Like, he's not too buff. Like, he's like in between, but he still likes to eat a bit. And he's not all weird. Girl, I feel that. Period. Catch up with you later. About to watch Bloodlines. I love that Final Destination movies. Oh yes, period, girl. Yes, enjoy, baby. And you have a good night, love bug. I'm gonna be getting off here soon anyway, honey. But, girl, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like my men with, like, a little bit of meat. You know, I like him a little bit chubby. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I like that this guy, like, even though, he, you know, works out and does his breath work and stuff, he's very health conscious, but he's not, like, anal about it. Like, you know how when you meet or hang out with health conscious people, and they're like, oh my God, I can't eat this because of the calories, and oh my God, that's so fucking bad for you, and oh my God, do you like McDonald's? Oh my God, do you know how many chemicals? Like, he's not one of those people. You know, because I'm a foodie, girl. I like to eat some of everything. Girl, I like McDonald's. I like fucking eating, like, bougie-ass food. You know what I mean? Like, I like everything. Because I want to be able to eat wherever I'm at. Whatever fucking area I'm in. You know, there is something for me to eat, child. You know, and I don't mind being a little bit chubby. Okay? So, that's just my thing. Because I'm not going to be stressing too hard. Myself healthy. Like, you know... And I've always kept balance or whatever, so I've never been stressed about it. You know what I mean? But you're like perfect, skinny but curvy. I am not skinny. And I ain't mean to say it like that. I mean, no hate to skinny people. Don't catch me, girls. But, like, I ain't skinny. Girl, I'm thick. Okay, girl. I'm thick. I ain't skinny. Girl. You see my chin trying it right now? My chin is trying it. That's how you know I ain't skinny. But I am curvaceous and thick. I am. And I always have been. I've always varied in size, but I love being a curvier girl. My shit froze. Thick girlies rise up, period. Do say don't be a whatever, you're cute. I mean, I appreciate your compliment, sir, but I ain't skinny. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Y'all see all that? Girl, that's curve, okay? Girl. Girl. I ain't skinny. But yeah, so I'm excited. I'll probably do like a stream where I fucking get ready with you guys and shit, and I'll tell y'all about my date. Lakefront guy, I don't go out with him as often, and that's not even like anything. She said curve, yas, girl, your girl is a thick girl, okay? You know what I'm saying? You see, your girl is okay, all right. You know what I'm saying? There's some X to that L, girl, okay? I wear just an XL, and I still wear a large or an XL. Like, I'm not up there or whatever. And nothing wrong with that, but, you know, there's some X to my L. girl. But me and Lakefront we don't go out that often, and it's not no beef there. It's just he's busy and he does travel a bit or whatever. Sometimes he's always doing something, but he always makes time for me. He's so cute. He had like FaceTimed me one time from the airport, and he was like, like he had FaceTimed me one time from the airport, and it was like fucking morning. He was like getting ready to fly out and shit. And bitch, like I was just here, and y'all know, girl, bitch, I live in the bed, child. So, you know what I'm saying? And even when I do my little remote stuff, I don't have to clock in for that shit to at least around 9, 10, and sometimes I don't have to clock in to like 11. It just depends on what time they need their stuff done, right? So I can kind of have my mornings be my mornings, right? Very rarely do I have to be up ass early to take care of some work. It's very rare or whatever. But girl, one morning, it had to be like 6 or 7 in the morning, and this man FaceTimed me. And then he was like, "Good morning, beautiful. I'm getting ready to go on the plane. I just want to see your beautiful face and smile before I hop this flight." And I was like, oh. You know those memes? You know that meme on TikTok where they fucking, it's that guy's voice. It's like, "Good morning, Starshine." He's very much that energy. "Good morning, beautiful," and like looking in the phone like this. Like looking in the phone like this. And I'm sitting there in bed because I was just like, hello. You know, I'm thinking he calling me, gonna give me some money. And I'm I'm like, ooh, he up early. He must about to hit the direct deposit. But no, he was getting ready to hop a flight or whatever. And I guess he just wanted to hit me up and let me know and shit. And I was like, oh, take it easy. But he did ask. He's a sweetheart. He is sweet. He was like, "Do you need anything before I go?" And I was like, "Yeah, honey, if you could just slap me something, I think I'm going to get my Starbucks or whatever." He's like, "Oh yeah, get a refresher on me." Not the morning, girl, the morning. Girl, I saw that FaceTime come in, child, and I was like, oh, he must be getting ready to, I know he about to run me a check. He waking up like, "I'm at the airport." He's a cool dude. He likes sports and stuff too. So sometimes we talk about going to go see the Bulls. I'm down to go see the Bulls. Thank God he's not that into the Bears because they just suck. I like the Packers, but I'm not even into sports like that. Like when I was into the Packers heavy, I was in high school. I honestly, okay, bitch, okay. I'm a very bad Chicagoan. Anybody but us. Okay, I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. Anybody but us, bitch. We ain't got it. Okay, none of our teams got it. I like the White Sox. I've always enjoyed going to like a White Sox game here and there. I used to go to White Sox games with my daddy, but fucking, we ain't it. And a lot of Chicagoans have a hard time hearing that, embracing it, and understanding the reality of that, but that's okay. We can all manifest whatever reality that we desire. We are all entitled to our own frequency, but we ain't it. Okay, anybody but us. I'd rather go sit on the opposing side and root for whoever is going against Chicago, because the likelihood of them winning is high. And it don't matter what stadium. It don't matter if I'm at the Cubs, if I'm at Wrigley. It don't matter if I'm at Comiskey Park. It don't matter if I'm at motherfucking Soldier Field. It don't matter if I'm at motherfucking, where them damn hockey Wolves. They ass be losing too. Or if I'm at fucking, the United Center. Girl, it don't matter, girl. We ain't got it. We ain't got it, child. All right. So I don't know. Maybe me and him might go to a game or something. But he's a sweet guy. So the guys that I'm dating, like, you see how they're like more of my frequency, like it's more of the better energy, and I love that shit. Like I am enjoying myself right now, just keeping my options open, just dating. I might post a picture with the lakefront dude. We're not at that point yet because he doesn't know that I'm on social media. Like he doesn't even have any of my socials or anything. Like, you know, he has like my Snap or whatever, but like I don't post on Snap nearly as I used to. You know what I mean? He has my Snap, but like that's about it. So like, you know, those type of things are just like curated. Like, but he doesn't like have my Instagram or nothing. So like, I don't want to take a picture because I feel like he's like it's giving fanboy. Like if I take a picture with him, he's gonna be like, oh, "Are you gonna put this on your Instagram? Am I gonna be on your Instagram?" It's like, sir, I'm gonna put an emoji on your face, doll. Like that, I'm gonna put an emoji over you, honey. Like a new crush. How exciting. Yeah. But I don't know, I might post him. I mean, his place is nice. Shit, I'll post his fucking house first. No, I won't. No, I can't do that. God damn it. No, I didn't mean. No. I didn't mean it like that. I'm not trying to dox the man. Jesus. No, that's not what I meant. But I didn't mean it like that. He got a nice view. He has a nice place, and it's a nice ambiance. I enjoy his environment, and I kind of want to post his view or something one day or whatever. Not just straight up post the man's fucking. Yeah, I'm gonna post his apartment on my. I'm voting for the paramedic. Yeah, I like the paramedic too. He is sweetie. Lakefront guy is cool. And has money and travels. Paramedic is grounded, makes good money too. And has more core values and stuff, you know, that I'm actually looking for. And he is growing on me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Oh girl, also bitch, you want to know something else? Oh, the men that I'm dating are just so much better. Like, the paramedic got a nice ass house. You know how my ex used to always act like he the only nigga with a house and cars? I swear, this man act like he the only man with a house and some cars, bitch. The paramedic has a big ass, like 3-story house and 2 cars, bitch. And he got a whole lot of land. And guess what? He talking about in the future, because he talking about how, you know, he might want me to help him sell his house in the future because he's thinking about settling down too. And he want him a bigger spot. And I was like, really? Bigger than the spot you got? You got a nice ass crib. He's like, yeah, but I can do better. And I was like, that's the one. Girl, he got a big ass house. Okay. And I would tell my ex that. I'm like, you are not the only man with a house and some cars. I'm the, you know, because the same shit that he would tell my dad. Oh, I'm the best thing that she ever had. She fucked and she left me. Says who? You threatened my life. I'm sorry. There is so much better out here in the world. Literally so much better. But like, even when he was like, I did the most for you. I've always, given you this. I've given you that. And I've done this. And you want to tell me I don't care about you and all this tea and all this bullshit and all this drama and all this stuff. And I'm like, you are not the only dude with a house and cars. I'm like, you literally have neighbors. They got house and cars too. You ain't the only one. The fuck? Girl. That's the one. The paramedic has a nice ass house, and he's suburban too. He's suburban too. So I'm, paramedic is suburban. Moved his job closer to me because he wants to, whatever. On his break one day, he came by and fucking, took me shopping because I was like stressed or whatever. Because I was just like texting him, and like I'm comfortable with him, so like I be texting him not even asking for shit or whatever. Like, I'll just be casually talking to him, right? And I'll be like, oh my God, babe, like, I can't believe this. Like, oh, don't you hate it, bitch? Like, when you go shopping and, like, you forgot a whole bunch of shit. I hate that shit. Like, when I be going up to the Target or whatever, bitch, I'll have a list and everything, and then I come back and I forgot, like, hella items. And so me and him will be texting and stuff, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm so annoying. I forgot Swiffer stuff, I forgot cleaning products, and I fucking forgot to get myself some shower gel. He came by on his break and was like, baby, like, I'll just take you shopping. And then when we go shop, regardless of what it's for, he always pays and doesn't complain. Literally, he came by on his break just to take me shopping to get the rest of what I needed. And told me, don't stress. Like, he's so cute. You don't want to know what he says to me all the time? He's like, don't stress, that's what I'm for. And I was like, well, I don't want you to be stressed either. He was like, but you're not supposed to stress with the man. And I was like, you know what, you right. I was like, you know what, you right. You right. OMG, he's amazing. Yes. Everybody homeless. Right. According to my ex, he the only nigga out here with a house and bitch, I have a house that I don't even fucking pay for. I'm about to sell it. I got a house. I don't even pay for this shit. I just came up on it. You know what I mean? I mean, it's been in our family for 80 years, so, you know, other than just like the running, you know, the fucking, you know, like the lights and all that stuff, just like the average bills, but, you know, all that stuff has been taken care of for years, but, it's just fucking hilarious. But yeah, girl, like, I don't know. We'll just see, child. Like, I'm excited for my dates. Like, you know, my dating life is pretty chill. Like, I'm not taking anybody seriously just yet. I'm just kind of seeing where things go and how they go or whatever. And we'll just see. I'm just enjoying my frequency. And I'm just enjoying my time and expanding upon my plans. I'm really, really, really excited for school. I'm going to do the November option. I think that that's the better thing. But I'm still so fucking excited for school. That's going to be a fucking pivotal change. Like, and I'm excited for that shit. You know, I can't wait to just go get myself together for school and just get all set up. That's going to be fucking beautiful. And then, you know, this first round of my coursework, I'm going to just be, you know, smart and diligent and stuff. But, like, you know, when I get closer to getting my license, like, yeah, I can date a little bit more seriously, especially as I'm, like, at school more often. And, you know what I'm saying, doing my thing. And, you know, vibing and shit. And, you know, just really expanding upon this shit. Because it's really important to me to just continue staying on my path so that my child can have a better example. Because my baby will know what a happy home is like. You know, whether it's with me by myself or even, you know, as I expand and, you know, just have my new life. You know what I mean? You know, so I love doing this stream with you all. Bitch, I guess my ex and my ex-friend was messing around. I guess there may have been some tea there. That's a whole theory. Scandalous. Okay. When I talked to my friend B, and then of course he fucking he's got a crush on me now, and I'm just like, look, I need the man to relax, like, or whatever. I don't think he's gonna try anything, but I'm just gonna chill. Also, too, bitch, you know, I hate that whole fucking stereotype. Nobody wants single moms. Bitch, please. I mean, no, I don't really talk about my kid or whatever with like, certain dudes or whatever, but like, honey, life don't stop for nobody. Men will date you when you're fucking married. I mean, come on now, get real, child. You know what I mean? Girl, I'm out here, bitch. I mean, I explain this ring to men. You know what I mean? But like, I could be lying to them because I could I wear this ring everywhere, right? But they still talk to me, and it's an interesting part. I mean, I do end up, well, the lakefront guy, I didn't show that. I just, told him that I was gifted this ring and I chose to fucking commit to myself, whatever. But, they see a ring on your finger, they'll still approach you. You know what I mean? Me and you, we all know, like all of us girlies in this chat or whatever know, like on this channel, this was my sponsorship. This is like a part of my manifestation shit. I literally always wanted a heart-shaped engagement ring, and like, what are the odds that, of course, once I left my ex and I start vibing in the frequency, I'm starting to get everything that I want. I'm getting everything that I want. And so this was like a fucking sponsorship, and they paid me like fucking like a good amount of money for it. I'm like, hell yeah. Okay. LOL, loyal married woman, so lucky. Well, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, men will talk to you with a ring on your finger, and like, depending on what you tell them, because I could be lying to them, right? They don't know that this is like a self-commitment thing, but it doesn't make me any less valuable. My whole thing is just like, don't allow people to tell you that you can't date, as a single mom, or you can't, move on with your life, or like, just like earlier this morning, you can't pursue your goals if you're a single mom. You can't go to school if you're a single mom. You can't do all these things. Honey, yes, you can. There is nothing outside of you. Okay? Talk to ChatGPT about it. Ask ChatGPT to help you incorporate your goals in your everyday life. And I bet you she gonna squeeze some time in there for some you time to pursue and invest in you. Okay, child? Right? Sharing your time. Yeah. Because men are fucking weird. So if men are gonna be fucking weird, women might as well just be fucking protecting themselves and, doing what we can until we meet somebody real. You know what I mean? But there ain't no shortage, child. There ain't no shortage. All right. So I love you guys. I had fun tonight. Oh my God. We spilled the tea. We exposed, bitch. Girl, this is Unsolved Mysteries, bitch. Okay, girl, I guess they was all sleeping together. Allegedly. But that was so fun to come on here and just like gossip about that. I just love throwing every little thing on this damn channel. Just for bullshit's sake. This was a fun laugh. I love you guys. Y'all take it easy. At the girl, they was all sleeping together at the baby shower. Girl. I love y'all so much. I had fun. This was hilarious. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Mwah.